welcome to the 2006 Queensland Modified Production title. Well, it's take two, in fact, for that, as the last time we rolled out here to the fantastic Carina Speedway, we got rained out. 2 nights we showed up, no racing we had either time. Rain looks like it could be an enemy again this weekend, but the drivers are set and ready to put on what will be a fantastic Queensland title. The likes of Todd Doyle, Queensland number 2, Darren Chen in the ex-Australian 1 car, John Swarbrick, and a host of other drivers really will feature in tonight's action. Let's sit back, relax, we'll catch up with some of the drivers throughout the night, but this will be one very good title. One of the drivers hot tipped to do well this weekend is Darren Chen. Darren, the weather may play a very big part again in this race meeting, but seriously, you've got a great car. It's very, very fast. Your form here in the practice prior to the event, the first time we went round, showed that you were going to be one of the men to beat.
Yeah, we'll just see how we go. It's the weather will play a big part in it. Looks like it's going to rain today, so a nice wet hooky track would be good for us. If it dries out, may go back in the pack a bit. We'll just see what happens.
The car's been set up very well over the years. Of course, we all know its parentage being the ex-Australia 1 car. It's been great to have you step into a car that was so potentially very fast straight off the bat. You really did grab it by the handle. A 4th in the recent Australian title really shows that you had a great handle on the car speed.
Yeah, that's right. I've had a good year, really. I can't complain. I've won the HGS series this year and won a fair few features and done well down south. So had a bit of bad luck at the Victorian title, but we'll just see how we go.
Well, man, we are going to be watching all weekend. It's going to be the car of Darren Chen. Well, I tell you what, they may be a bit frivolous here at the moment, having a bit of fun, but they're deadly serious when it comes to racing. And that, of course, is Todd Doyle. Todd, mate, the team have put together a great car again for you this weekend. You're really looking forward to the event, although, as we keep talking all night, the weather may have a big part to play in it.
Yeah, no, it should be good. They've ripped the track a lot, so it should be a lot hookier. It'll be more the style that we need for our car, so it should be good, I think.
Your IRS cars really love that hooky track, don't they? They really do tend to have an advantage over live axle rear.
Oh, I think they do, yeah, rough and hooky, so hopefully it'll be both. I think it will go rough, so it should be good.
Nowadays, of course, driving for the Rackout team and the Trackle Engineering, it's a bit different when you're driving your own team. It's just to show up and bring your helmet and I suppose race suit. It really is good to be part of a big team.
Oh, it is, yeah. I still do a lot of work on the car, so it's at my place, and a few of the guys prepare it for me, help me with it, so it's pretty good, yeah. Big
expectations this weekend, or you just really want to get to the feature race and be somewhere at the front where you can make a challenge?
Yeah, the hardest bit's qualifying. You need one flat tyre, especially with 3 heats, so yeah, you got to qualify first, and hopefully it's at the front.
Well, Todd, best of luck this weekend. Hopefully Todd will be one of the guys we're watching. And the 2 front rows that are going to be right up there at come final time. Well, a man who's won more Super Street titles than people I like to know, but now finds himself at the wheel of a modified production car, is Daryl Luther. Daryl, having a great run in this Cortina once again. At least it's a Ford. That's a big thing for you. But it really has been a baptism of fire. You've jumped into this category and done so well in a car that you really know nothing about.
Yeah, we went in pretty green, Wes. Yeah, it has got the right badge on the front, but last time we were down here, we come 5th in the final, and there were 17 cars that started that final. So I thought we did well for our first time out, and we probably set the benchmark a little high now. 5th is not going to be good enough next time, and maybe this is not the right meeting to come to try and better that 5th.
The rain's starting to come down on us now, but hopefully that'll clear by tonight. It's really going to be a case of it's going to be a very hooky track. Is that going to suit your car?
Wes, I probably don't know enough about the car to give an honest opinion there. We'll just suck it and see and try and work the car around whatever's delivered as far as the track goes. We've been here once before. We really don't want to go home again without running this event. So let's all hope and pray that it goes ahead.
Well, if you've seen this man pedal his Falcon around, you'll know how quick he's going to be when he jumps in that Cortina. You ready? One of the interesting teams here this weekend, of course, is Team Green, and that's the Croy Auto Wreckers team. Of course, the principal of that team is the man sitting right beside me, Greg. Greg, it must be a fantastic thrill to be able to race with the 2 boys on a continual basis in the same class and all be so competitive.
Yeah, it's really great, actually. Yep, that's for sure.
Now, the 2 boys are pretty quick, and of course, Mark's sitting there and Aidan right here. Aidan, mate, one of the interesting things is your father's laid down a very large, I suppose, credential package for you guys to try and race against. Is it really good table talk, the fact that you get to beat the old man on a continual basis?
Oh, we just give it our best. It's hard to live up to his expectations sometimes, but we go all right.
Now, Mark, of course, you've been peddling the Cortina for some time, and it really is such a competitive car. Have you ever thought about making the change into the later model body shape, or is that something that you're thinking about doing possibly at a later date?
Oh, not at this stage. The car's going well, so may as well keep it going until it dies.
Oh, keeping it going till it dies. That's really big words, but I tell you what, the guys to watch out there tonight are going to be Team Green. Ready? Well, a man who's used to having fast cars, of course, that's the proprietor of Corvette Queensland, and Brian Leroy. Brian, a great weekend and a possible good result for you this weekend. You really have had some great results in the Commodore this year.
Yeah, we went off track there for a little bit, but we're back on track again now. Last time we raced here, we had a really good result. Could have been a little bit better, but we had a good result. I'm happy with the way the car's going and looking forward to getting out there and getting it on.
It must be hard to balance your business responsibilities and also the racing all at the same time. Of course, with your product diversion now with the fifth wheel campers and or motorhomes, it must be very hard for you guys to sort of balance motor racing and your business stuff.
Oh, not really. We've got good staff that look after that side of things, so I can concentrate more on my racing while the staff look after my business. So it's good.
And of course, the new series next year coming up. Of course, where I'm told that Ed Pearson's stepping up again to be the major sponsor of the Modified Production Series. It really has come from strength to strength in Queensland. We had 30 cars at each event last year.
Yeah, we had 30 cars at each event. We're hoping to have closer to 40 this next season, and we've got a whole heap of extra sponsors coming on board, so it'll be great. Really looking forward to next season and the series, so bring it on again.
Well, man, we're going to have to watch tonight. He's going to be the pilot of the yellow Corvette Queensland Commodore, and I'll tell you what, he will be one of the guys to watch come feature race time. Well, a guy who's really had a great season so far and really is trying to top it off with a great result here, the Queensland title, is probably John Spoorbrook. John, mate, the car has been going sensationally. There's been some radical changes with the car, and of course the team's worked very hard to keep it out on track. The car has been very fast, and really the title looks like you could be a contender.
Well, I'm hoping so, Wes. We've spent a lot of money and a lot of time, picked a lot of people's brains and got a lot of help off their certain number one guys, which I've been truly grateful for. My sponsors have been fantastic, backing me with input and money and whatever else needs to be done. My young son Matthew kicking me up the arse and showing me how to work's been a really good help. So so I'm hoping we're going to be up in the top 10 at least anyway.
Just talking about that, Matty had a couple of drives in this car this year while you're in America, of course, on business, of course, for Treads International. He did a great job in this car, hence to say the car really is fast at the hands of whoever's got the hands on the wheel.
Yeah, the car's a really nice car to drive for an old car. It's not got too much power, so it puts it all to the ground, but Matthew equipped himself really well. I was very proud of him. A lot of people said I should retire and move over, but I'm still paying the bills, Wes.
All of those blokes being the guy that prepares and paints the car. Of course, he reckons your retirement was hence, wasn't he?
Yes, that's Gary. Without Gary, we wouldn't be here. He keeps both cars in good nick, and the Mustang. That's a little bit bent at the partner races, so I owe Gary a great debt. So, but yes, he thinks it's a lot easier when Matthew drives because the car seems to come back a lot straighter. I just don't think he's trying as hard as his dad.
Well, a man who's got another driver in the wings trying to get his hands on the wheel of this car. But watch out, press coming very shortly on that. The Spoorbrook race team, car 88, watch out for him on the track.
Thanks, Phil.
Well, a man who's currently New South Wales #1 and sponsored by Queensland Speedway Spares would love to put the Q1 beside that for his sponsor, Big Al. Now, Michael, of course, big result this weekend. You've been informed. The car, is it quick enough?
Yes.
Michael, have you got enough horsepower and the tyres to do the job?
Yes.
Michael, have you got the team to actually win and do the job?
Yes.
As you can see here, Michael will just let his driving do the talking this weekend. So many times in motorsport, we seem to feature the drivers so often, but normally it's the men behind the drivers that really make their careers shine. One of those guys who's been behind many of the great results in the last 12 months, possibly to 3 years, has been a guy who's knows what it likes and has been a champion before, and that's Darren Munro. Darren, it's a big job to step out of a driver's seat and then not want to jump back in one, but now be looking after the careers of many drivers. It's got to be a big ask. It must be hard every time you go to a racetrack.
It is, but after a while you get used to it because there is a life after driving, and if you've got a passion for the sport, you want to be involved. And when I was early in my career, many years ago, no one really knew what to do with cars. It was all guessing games and so forth. So I just like to pass some of that on to people that want to have a go.
Well, Milesy here behind us, fantastic looking race car. You've had a very big hand in that from the start. It's a big ask. I know you build cars as well, but just getting the ratio right for the drivers, getting something that's going to work for him in a particular driving style, learning what's working, the changes that occur in the sport, and the new regulations and freedoms that become apparent to everybody. It's got to be a full-time job trying to keep up with that, not in this class, but several classes that you're involved in.
Yes, it is, but it gets easier if the more people you help and the more you're always learning. There's always different things that are happening all the time, and different cars react differently, different drivers drive the cars differently. You've got to try and tame their attitudes and adjust them to the cars, especially the different track conditions as well, where a lot of guys have a lot of problems adjusting to.
It's a case of getting good feedback from the driver as well. You've got to have a driver that can tell you exactly what he's feeling in the car and let you know what's going on. If you can't get that feedback, sometimes it's a guessing game for you as well.
It can be, but that comes back down to you've got to have good communication with your driver. He's got to understand how you talk, and I've got to understand how he talks, and relate that, and let the car tell you what it's doing. Then have a good discussion about it, then put it together, and testing as well. It all helps, you know. If you want to be good at it, you've got to work at it. That's all it comes down to.
Well, next time you're out there and you're watching someone drive around, think about the driver, but also think about the man that's turning the spinners back in the pit. Just to throw a man who's down now defending his Queensland title is John O'Collins. John, mate, big job this weekend. God, there's some good field of cars out of this weekend, as there is every time you guys roll out. It really is a quality field. You're twin blind, it's another Australian title.
Yeah, definitely. This amount of nominations is awesome. I think that it's going to be a matter of survival with it all being over the one night now, so we'll just see what happens, eh?
Well, you can't afford to drop a heat. Only 3 heats, and 3 heats you're going to get to run, 3 rounds, of course, for everybody. But it's going to be a case of making the most of what opportunity you're going to have. So there's going to be some very, very hard racing.
Yes, that's for sure.
Mate, one thing I have noticed is, especially from the Australian title footage, the fact that you can never discount an old taxi like a Falcon, can you? They do so well on hooky tracks, and with the horsepower on the long straights here, really that should suit guys like you, Michael Halley, and a host of other drivers here with the older style engines.
I think it's testimony to the specifications of the class that you can have such late model Commodores or the BA Falcons running the older style Cortinas and XFs and run door to door. It's terrific.
Being the fact that you're defending a Queensland title, are you thinking about that, or are you just treating it as just another race meeting?
I'm banking on the fact that it doesn't really matter what happens in my heats because I get to qualify for the final either way. So that makes life a bit easier, and we'll just see what happens.
Well, a man who's taken a bit of the pressure off himself this weekend is the reigning Queensland #1. So watch out for him. He will start the final regardless, as he's right as the reigning Queensland champion.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Bob Smith, everybody, give Bob a round.
Of course, Stephen Zahl in this tremendous brand new Commodore, very few meetings old. In fact, one of the new generation V6 engines sitting in the front. Michael Halley is out there as well. He was running a point of view rear position camera out of that car. This is why you're going to need to get a copy of this DVD tonight. Car number 23 rolls out as well. That's the car of Matt Hefford. John O'Collins rolls out. 26 rolls out, of course, the car of Ty Jones. In the middle of there is Trappy and Todd Doyle. And car number 37. Oh, Stevie Price is going to be one of the guys to watch here tonight. The lineup on the front row, this is going to be the first heat of the 2006 Queensland Modified Production title. Looks like the lights are going to stay on for one more lap. We'll get these guys to settle it down. They'll get told this time round they have got one more lap to travel. We may in fact pack the track one more time with them. Okay, the flag's in, they've seen it come in, they'll know this time they're going to go green. 12 laps is the heat size.
Don't worry about Wes. Just drown him out.
And guys, if we could just bring that music down from underneath me, that'd be great. That way Shane doesn't have it in the commentary as well.
Yeah.
So here we go. Coots on the front row, on the outside of him is car number 61. The car and Neil Cooper caught on the line, yellow lights come on, they didn't like the start. We'll take two on that start. Well, it certainly wasn't. I'm pretty sure coming through from the third row. And of course the car of Todd Doyle to take the green. And it's Coots on the inside, Coots on the outside, and Coots got the better line. John O'Collins sits back in third, trying to come down the inside. Cooper through the centre, gets the run. Stevie Price on the outside. Slides in front of John O'Collins. And Price is on the charge. Oh, she gets a drive. Doyle gets tagged coming out of turn number 4. And now it's got some work to do. Car number 15, the car of Shane Coots, who sits out front. He's got Cooper chasing, and now comes Pricey. Stephen and Jono's absolutely flying. Collins got good drive out of turn 4. Now finds himself sitting again. Well, Shane Coots out front just really has grabbed this first heat run with Alan Peter in the first car. Looking strong. Todd Doyle and Michael Halley go at it down the back as they come in behind Stephen Zale. Have a look at Todd Doyle as he tries for track position. Now Halley slides on the inside of Zale, and Todd Doyle. Oh, we're going 3 wide down the front. Doyle and Halley come together. Halley now back on the inside of Todd Doyle, settling down, but it's a battle for 5th place at the moment with Doyle screaming on the inside of Cooper. Doyle coming from the rear now, position number 4. Doyle trying to protest flag, and Pricey goes ahead in the lead as he slips underneath the car of Shane Coots. John O'Collins sits back in 3rd. And Toddy Doyle is flying. Remember, these are 12-lap heats. And Doyle's still got the time he needs to come forward. John O'Collins sits himself in behind the car of Coots, but it's the car of Todd Doyle who is really on the move at the moment. So is Michael Halley. He's got himself sorted from the rear and now starts to push forward. Pricey out in front. And it's Todd Doyle who looks for a slightly higher line to come and get some drive and come on the inside of John O'Collins. And but all over him very shortly as Collins and the car of Doyle come onto the turn number 4 and start to push forward. Halley's car got a wisp of smoke coming out of the left-hand front of that, not sure what that is. But Collins down the inside of Shane Coots. Can he get the drive as Doyle goes around the outside? Doyle's going to leave the hole open. In comes Michael Halley. Up the inside, now into position number 3. Doyle sits in 3 now. The car, but Michael Halley comes into position number 4. Todd Doyle on the charge on the inside of Shane Coots, down to position. Coots has got a problem. The Alan Peter all over Gaggle car sitting high. but not strongly as he can get the drive and comes back. Howley back in position number 3. Shane Coots coming through. He sits nicely there in 4th. Now got the drive back. And Todd Doyle on the outside. Travel. Stephen Price has got it all to do. He's got Todd Doyle chasing him now. Can he hold him off? Doyle on the inside looking for the line. Slides up on Stephen Price. Contact through the corner. Price is going side by side. That's the win. Stephen Price in for 3rd. Michael Howley in for 3rd. They won't have seen the checkered flag. Oh, I can tell you now, the car number 14, Todd Doyle, will not be given the checker on that. Stephen Price, we're just going to check on what's that. We're just checking and see what's going on. Our 2 stewards are talking to each other here. Nick Gannon, the one handling the inquiries on the inside. Alan Jennings up in the tower, which tells exactly what's going on. Sorry to leave you hanging so long, mate. We just had to get it all confirmed. We said early on that the first heat was going to be so fast and hard tonight. That was a great drive from the back, although forceful as the stewards are saying, but still a very good drive.
Yeah, I ran a terrace about 5 to go, so I couldn't see, and the sun's in your eyes pretty bad in there too as well, so yeah, but it wasn't too bad.
Mate, in case anything goes wrong tonight, you've got a backup car, the Morris Major, out on the trailer. That you should be fairly happy with that.
Yeah, that'll be pretty quick, I think.
He's smiling, he's laughing. You don't often get to see Todd Doyle do both of those, but he's a happy man. We'll get him out and get him back inside if they can open the gate and let him out. Wow, what a heat this is going to be. Car number 22 on the outside is going to be Darryl Luther, and it's 21 on the inside. The car of Greg Walling. Then we go back to the car of Quentin Clark. On the outside of him is Daryl Etherton. Travis Barron runs out of position number 5. On the outside of him should be the car, one of the Raymonts, in fact, car number 20. In fact, it will be car 29, which of course is Greg Raymont. Stephen Thompson will come out of position number 7. The outside of him is Gary Morosky, with Pagel and Bayfield lining up out of the last row. We'll get ready to take the green straight out of the thing, and it's Worley. He gets a great start, but Dale Grother on the outside's got that Cortina hooked up on the high line, and he is flying. So Grother in the AAA Brisbane towing car finds himself out in front in the Queensland Modified Production Title Heat Race. Now Worley's got the car set up, starting to come home. Daryl Etherton in car 11 doing very well as well. The car just wanted to turn right on him then. And Etherton grabbed a big handful of lock trying to hold on to it. Oh, it's getting well sideways. Very, very twitchy this car is. Have a look at Thompson and the car of Raymond. Zay coming in down the back. Here comes Pagel. But Garrett's moving car number 2. Pagel starts to slide forward. Travis Barron looking for the line as well. But Grother is out front and really started to open up this lead. And Daryl Etherton's car looks like it doesn't like the hooky track. Thompson behind the car of Clark. And Etherton's now finds some speed, but I'll tell you what, that turn number 2 is sort of right out. Etherton's got a handle on the Cortina, he slides on the inside of Greg Walling, and Walling had no answer. And Daryl Etherton slides forward. So now it's going to be the 2 Cortinas, and has Etherton got anything to chase down Grother? Steve Thompson now in position number 4, slides up on the back of Greg Walling. And Raymond looks like he's here to race this weekend as well. Look at Pagel as he now finds himself in the back of the car of Quentin Clark. But out front, still the car of Grother. And once again, it's Steve Thompson now trying to find a way around the car of Greg Walling. Up on the inside goes Thompson. Walling counters. They both have a drag race down the back of the Kibbles car. But Walling looks nice and strong. Once again, Walling's got an issue with the car turning in. He's got the straight line speed, but everybody else seems to have the handling as he's fighting a bit of push out of the car. If we go back to the front though, you'll see the Cortinas have now started to become very much stable, mates. But it's Walling and Thompson where the battle lies. Thompson looks like he wants up on the inside. And Walling's content to run the slightly higher line up on what looks to be some degree of cush out of turn number 4. Side by side again, Thompson and Walling, but Wallace is going on. Greg Raymond starting to come into the picture. Raymond now is starting to close that gap, and these guys have consistently come back to our race leader. But Raymond, is he going to have enough pace in the car to pull down Steve Thompson? But the battle up front between the two Cortinas is now on for young and old as Daryl Luther looks on the inside of Darryl Grother. 1 lap left to travel. And the Super Street driver at Darryl Luther, who is here on a loner drive, is doing a great job of this Cortina. 2 corners left to travel. Etherton having a look, can he get the drive? Got the big go down the outside. Darryl Grother takes lead. Second place Etherton, third to Walling. And the car of Thompson and Greg Raymond come across. Oh no, not a nice sound. Quentin Clark's car sounding very, very ordinary.
Old Cortinas never die, they end up at Speedway.
Tell you what, Dale, got to be happy with that, mate. The car was nice and strong, although Daryl Etherton, after spending very little time, the car was on your back, but great drive.
Yeah, the track's come up pretty good considering the rain they've had here, but I'll tell you what, it's not as easy as it looks out there.
He looks pretty tired. Poor bugger, he was sawing away at that wheel like he was chopping timber. All right.
Well, that's it. And you've also got to have a sponsor. If you don't have a sponsor, there's a lot comes out of your own pocket.
Well, he doesn't come out of his own pocket, but his stud cattle actually help what he does. I can't explain what he does for a living, but I can after 9:30. Cattle. That's it. Yes. All righty. So it's Gavin Fletcher and Darren Chen on the front row. It's Mcdonnell and Smallbrook out of the second row. Then we go back to the car of Baldwin and Barron lining up. So the bad boy out of the third row. Aidan Raymond Resugan. 71 is Troy Ware. And Shallcross will line up on the outside of row number 5. We'll take the green very shortly. Once again, 12 laps. And it's Fletcher. And Darren Chen on the front row. Chen takes the high line. Can he make the Commodore stick? But it's once again the car of Darren Chen. That car really does know how to win, and Chen knows how to drive it as well. Barron comes through on Mcdonnell. Now, Gavin Fletcher's got the job to do. Can he chase down the car at... Oh, Smallbrook come round, tagged the car of Fletcher. Fletcher popped up on 2 wheels. And that could have been a nasty moment. Oh, yeah. Saying, Stewart's actually informing me, although they know very well John did try and pull out of that. He was the cause of the stoppage, so he will go to the rear. They think they're going to go green. Well, here we go. Oh, Baldwin goes into the timber. Shallcross has taken evasive action as well, and the yellows come on again. Looks like Shallcross will take no further part in this heat. Kingaroy Concrete pumping car of Darren Baldwin. Fletcher and Darren Chen off the front row. They gas it up the birds as well. And Mcdonnell on the inside. Have a look at Baldwin and the car of Raymond as they come together on the main straight. Right down the back. And as Mcdonnell coming out the best. Look at the bad boy. Look at Baldwin. Baldwin up the middle, but it's Raymond on the inside. So Raymond was the flyer. Look at Baldwin on the inside. Darren Chen has gone from the front to the back. He's got problems. But Gavin Fletcher out front looks like he's got a great race car. Oh, Darren Chen coming together the car of Troy Ware. And Resuckin now finds himself the inside of Ware as well. Back to the front, still Fletcher leads. Look at Raymond. And here comes the car of Brady Barron. Barron starting to feature in this. Oh, Resuckin comes together. He makes the hole. And Troy Ware got pushed up to the boards. Oh, Barron's got problems. He's high and wide and out of it. Swarbrick now slides through. He's grabbed 2 or 3 places coming from the rear. Barron brings on the yellow light. Oh, look at this. Raymond, after all that good work, is going to have to go back. Now the yellows are on. Once again, Cigar and Gavin Fletcher, he'll go well. So Fletcher out in front has got Raymond chase him down. Then he's got the car of Mcdonnell and Baldwin. And Mcdonnell and Baldwin go side by side now and Chen on the inside. Baldwin now the back of Mcdonnell, but it's Raymond. Fletcher couldn't hold him off. And Gavin Fletcher now finds himself back in position number 2. Now Darren Chen starts to move forward. Raymond sits a bit higher on the track. Gavin Fletcher's car looking awkwardly as it leads across the left-hand side. Swarbrick on the inside, he's the flyer. The 88 car from Caboolture. He's the one who's moving through the pack. Raymond on the back. Oh, Chen goes round. Chen's gone round in the middle of turn number 4. As cars come round at speed, Swarbrick's coming on the gas. Here comes Fletcher. Yellow lights are on. Training the last few laps. As they gas it up, get ready to take the green. And it's the Carina Records car of Raymond who leads them away. Look at Mcdonnell. Straight on the inside, looking for a way around the inside of Fletcher. And Swarbrick's all over the back of Mcdonnell. Swarbrick on the gas, McDonnell got it sideways. And Fletcher's got the job to do. McDonnell's on the inside, Fletcher crowds him for room out of turn number 2. And Fletcher's car just heeling over on that left-hand side. Oh, big push from the car, here comes McDonnell. He'll gas it up on the inside. McDonnell now in position number 2, Swarbrick through on the car as well. So now the car of Fletcher sits on the back, something's broken in the rear. He'll just have to hang on to it. Mcdonnell sits in second place, but Resuggin and Shellcross. Look at the battle at the back. Resuggin and the all-yellow Commodore Shellcross. One of the local guys having a big look on the outside of Sean Resuggin. Side by side in the turn at number 4. Shellcross pulls a move off high and wide on the outside. Resuggin back on the inside. And Resuggin, sends Shellcross to the boards. Tags him as he comes through. And Resuggin takes over position number 4. Swarbrook now up on the inside. McDonnell. Checkered flag, and it was Raymond who takes the win. McDonnell got second, Swarbrook got third on the line, and both Grother and the car at Darren Chen at least get finishing points. All right, we'll get these guys set up. I think we're worried about the sun at this stage, because I definitely can't see that turn, and as the drivers come round, it'll be a real issue. So we may park them up slightly. I think that's what we're waiting for. I'll just check. In fact, that's what we are doing, waiting for the sun's movement to come down. It'll only take a couple of moments to do that. Pay special thanks to some major sponsors here tonight. Centre down the yellows, they'll form up. There's going to be Smithwick on the outside, on the outside of the car at Fergie. So Fergie and Smithwick, Milo and the car of Stotty, Adrian Stott. He lines up in position number 4. Hockley lines up on the inside of Hussey. Downs on the inside of Raymond. And Bennett's on the inside of the car of Brian Leroy. Yellow lights are out. We're going to go green very shortly. 12 laps will be the distance of this heat again. It will be the car of Fergie to lead us away. I'll come round to take the green. Smithwick on the outside. Fergie on the inside, and Murray gets a good run on the inside as well. Oh, look at them all crossed up. Car's gone everywhere. Yellow lights come on. And no one liked that at all. Oh, here we go. As they come around to take the green, they do. Once again, Hockley can't get the power down. Adrian Stott slides forward. Hockley on the outside, looks for the high line. Can he make it stick out there? He can't. Adrian Stott slides through to position number 3. Oh, Milo's here to race as he tries to get the power down. Milo, the Oscott car number 4 is really hard. As Raymond's taken to the board to try and find a line round the outside. And Mark Raymond's going to do it high and wide. Hockley gets a car a little tiny. Hussey hangs him out. Oh, down. 3 wide into turn number 1. And have a look at Raymond. As does he get up to the fence.
Oh, there's another help.
Contacted him and Bennett. It's still Fergie out front. Oh, Hockley and Downs come together and cross right. And now Mark Raymond missed him then, I've got no idea. Yellow lights are on. Well, the pressure is on. And everybody's seeing red. Oh, Hockley and Downs come together and cross right. Out goes. And right. Oh, looks like Raymond hold him as much as he can. Right off the back. And Wayne Miles is starting to push forward. The Oscott Carter before the BA Falcon, absolutely flying as he looks down the inside of Fergie. Oh, Fergie gets him into a push on. Milo can't make a single Adrian stop. Bennett just popped a tyre. In fact, he's lost the complete right front tyre. Yellow lights will come back on as we retrieve this tyre. And that's just broken the centre right out of that wheel. So I'll tell you what, Max Bennett's not having. Once again, it comes down to a battle on the restart.
It wasn't even a rear tyre.
Lights are still on. We'll have to settle a couple of positions down, I'd say, at this stage.
Must have got a cloud and it must have
Fergie lights it upstairs on the gas and leads it away one more time. But Dwayne Miles is going to do the chasing. And Miles has got the job to do. Miles looks to the outside. Will he pressure Ferguson into making a mistake? He tries to put the car on the inside, but a contact. Have a look at Stephen Downs on Hustle. Milo comes up on the inside of Ferguson. Milo's got the inside line. Gets the drive on the pole line and comes forward. Ferguson now. Back on the gas. Can Ferguson in any part of this, can he put the battle back up to Miles? Look at Stephen Downs and Hussey as they go down the back. The battle for fourth place is on.
There you going.
And Adrian Stott now finds himself trying to find a way around Fergie. Leroy's on the charge. Watch the Commodore.
Yeah.
Smithwood's got a problem. That car's overheating.
Oh, okay. I'm out of
And
Speedway.
Downs, he gets on the inside.
Out at Speedway.
Of Hussey. Hussey comes back down on Leroy. And here comes Raymond as well.
Hang on a sec.
Hockley's got a problem. He'll find his way here. Hockley looks like he's lost power. He pulls the car up on the main straight.
Not since I had a phone
Yellow
call
lights
about
come on.
Oh, that weekend that you were doing.
Oh, Adrian Stott.
Yeah.
Paul Hussey takes evasive action as well. 4 laps to go, and it's Miles who leads us away. Fergie's tacked in behind, but it's going to be Adrian Stott who's going to try and make some ground. Up on Fergie. The Ross Equipment XF Falcon. Have a look at Brian Leroy and Paul Hussey as they come from the rear. Leroy and Hussey onto the back of Stephen Downs, but it's Hussey got the drive on the inside. Hussey looking for a line, can't make it work. And him and Leroy now have to build the momentum up again. But Mark Raymont's down to the back of the 38 car Hussey. Once again, the battle's on. And for second place, it is the car of Ferguson who leads Adrian Stott. Stephen Downs, they're back to Brian Leroy. Oh, contact round the back. And Raymond took evasive action to get out of the way of Hussey's. He had the lose. The lights come on again with only a couple of laps left to run. Raymond sits up on the pole line there. Yourself a great car in your hands.
Yeah, it's getting there. We've not had quite 12 months with the new car, so we're pretty happy the way it's going. Hopefully things will stay the same for the rest of the night.
Darren putting in a big job on this car too. It must be nice having Munro alongside.
Yeah, it is. Darren's well known around the country, so Look, he's a great guy to work with. He just needs the feedback from myself, and we work it out pretty well together most times. So it's only going to get better and better. And when we get the real engine in the car, I think it'll be just a car that's going to really get me out the front fairly often.
Oh, hear that? When he puts the real engine in the car. This is one rapid motor car. It really happened. On the outside of him, car number 61, the car of Neil Coomber. Milo comes down this heat, and so does the car of Dale Grother. So 2 heat winners that have won previous heats tonight are actually starting from the rear of this heat. So they've got a bit of work to do. So watch Milo and Grother, 2 very quick cars. Let's hope they can maybe come a bit further forward and keep their points aspect up. 4 rounds of racing. Every round you've got to make every post a winner. And Halley will be very quick and very hard to catch from the front. Resuggin, one of the drivers that can take it up to him on the outside though. Robert Trapp and Stevie Price. We saw how quick Pricey went before, finishing second in his heat. So, 12 laps again the distance. It will be Halley to lead us away with Resuggin. Trapp and Price on the second row. They gas it up. And Resuggin didn't get the start he wanted, but we'll go right around the outside. Halley content to stay down low. Resuggin goes high. Oh, Pricey into the boards. But unloaded down the back and pulls the car up against the concrete. Yellow lights come on. Well, Pricey got unloaded. The car started to climb the boards as he went down the back. Car of Stephen Price off the rear. Ready for 12 again. They line it up this time. Resuggin got the better start and runs the high line round. Halley has to do the work on the inside. Grother looks at the high line round the outside of the car of Robert Trapp. But Trappy gets the power down, and Coomber turns the car into the middle of turn number 4, and he is flying. Oh, Halley up the boards. Here comes on the inside of Coomber. Halley's got a problem. That car's hurt when he climbed the wall. He's going to get it up out of the way, and the New South Wales number 1's car is limping and is up high on the boards. Well, Resuggin's out front, and that car's not running right at all. Oh, they're all tagging the wall. Lights come on everywhere. And turn number 4 is looking as slippery as ice as they all turned in there. All cars running high, and it's called out. In fact, Michael Halley, the reigning New South Wales number 1, turn number 4, and he is flying. Oh, Halley up the board. Problems is that looks like front end collapse. Yes, it is. That whole left front wheel is just torn up as he jigs a big groove in the front. We'll get over and have a good look at this. That's in fact, that has completely collapsed. The steering on the front of Halley's car. He'll find that very hard to even turn at all as he digs a massive groove out. Now looking to take the green. As we go for the restart, Resuggin will stand on the gas. And that car's not exactly running right. He's going to try and hang on to it. As Grother looks at the high line, now comes back on the inside. And Grother slides forward. Resuggin goes to the boards, and he has contact with the wall. Now he's back on the inside. So Resuggin, this intermittent problem. Oh, big hit. Robert Trapp. That car's not well. And I don't think Robert Trapp's at all well as it. That car just come to an abrupt halt. Put the car of Michael Halley's down and just try and get Trappy's car off the track. Let's have a look at, you'll alarm the hell out of the first aid people here. Swarming in that crowd. Trappy, mate, that was one big hit.
Yeah, it felt pretty big, I can tell you.
Fair bit of damage to the car, mate, or is that repairable, do you think?
Oh, we'll get back to pits and have a look. Probably ripped half the front suspension out, but we should have enough bits there to fix it, I think.
Mate, it's really turn number 4 is catching them all out at this stage.
Yeah, there's a big wet patch someone must have run through a water patch there early in the heat and it's just washed all the water up, and as soon as you hit it, you just slide up into the fence.
Well, that's what we found out. The problem was someone's washed a bit of water up in the middle of the turn. So that's caused it to be a little bit like ice down the bottom of turn number 4. Price and the car of Milo. As they come round to take the green, it will be the car of Growther to take it. Again, the car of Suckers doesn't sound healthy, and it's the car of Pagel that slinks right around the outside. So now Glenn Pagel finds himself in the Garrett moving car up at position number 2, and he'll be chasing down Growther as quick as he can. Look at Price on the inside. Once again, the tag of war coming out of position number 4. Pricey looking for the line on the inside. The Graphics car. Suggan's car backfiring and missing down the back. And again, that wet patch mid-corner is causing problems for Suggan's got no steering. That car looks very ordinary. But it's Growther. Too deep into the corners causing the problem. Growther's up high getting out of the way. Everybody tiptoes through that corner. Look at Milo, he's got the job to do to chase these guys down, but that car's pushing heavily in the front. And Growther finds himself out front having a very lonely time. Gets the car very sideways down to the turn. Washes off the understeer. But it's Wayne Miles in the Oscott, number 4 BA Falcon, who's got the job ahead of him, but can he chase down the car of Stephen Price to find himself up in position number 3? With the lap down, Miles has got the job to do, but Pagel is driving well enough to keep Price off, but not quick enough to get the car of Daryl Luther, who's sitting out in front and driving the race of his life. Tiptoeing the car around, Pricey. Up quickly onto the car of Pagel. This is the battle for second. And Pricey trails heavily on the brake as he comes into turn number 1. Growther off the gas nice and early, sets the car up to run high. Price looking for an under and over. Pricey gets it all sideways. Got it all a little bit wrong. And the Graph Freaks car. It's now got Miles on the inside. Contact down the back. Miles and Price go at it. This is for position number 3. 1 lap left to travel. Miles couldn't get on the gas, still that corner causing a problem. Turn number 4, still very slippery. With 1 corner left to travel. Growther will take another heat win. Second place for Pagel and third to Price. With the car of Miles coming in well. Suggan comes across for finishing points. He's got a lot of work to do to fix that car. But Daryl Growther, man, at least. We're starting to make a habit of this, mate.
Yeah, it seems pretty good to me. Hopefully, tell you what, man, this car hardly needs me to drive. It's that easy.
He's a happy bloke. Why wouldn't he be? Another good heat win. Salon 88 VN Commodore. On the outside of him will be Darren Baldwin. And Raymond will come out of position, in fact that's Greg Raymond's fact, will come out of position number 3. On the outside of him is Colin Hockley. Then we go back to, again, the car of Aidan Raymond. On the outside of him will be the car of Shellcross. Go back to Mark Raymond, then will come out of this race as well, out of position number 7. Still waiting for possibly 1 car to come back out. Everyone with the job to do off the back. Oh, everything's happening here at the moment. The lights are gone green. They're fighting over position. But once again, the yellow lights come on. No one liked that at all. And Bayfield's car has got problems. Flat right front for Bayfield. This car's for the car because of the problems. The fluid leaking out of the front. We're going to take the green as they come round. Swarbrook and Baldwin lead them away. There's Pommy John on the inside. Look at Raymond. Straight on the gas behind, and Raymond up on the inside, and Swarbrook. Swarbrook got a tailie out of the back, being hooked up with Baldwin. And now he's in the middle of a Karoi sandwich. Swarbrook's car looking a little pushy. Raymond taking the ball by Baldwin. Nothing he can do. He's along for the ride. And Swarbrook's car looks like it's got a massive push on. Out in front's the boss, Greg Raymond. And Swarbrook's car pogoing as it comes down through turns 1 and 2. 3, 4. Swarbrook fighting that car. Car's got a massive push on. He's hanging on for grim death. But out in front now, it's still the 2 Raymond cars. Greg Raymond out front. Aiden Raymond in second. Third place is still Swarbrook. Colin Hockley fights it all back and forth. Coming through the field, have a look at Mark Raymond. Raymond up on the inside of Greg Walling. Swarbrook hanging on to this car, it really is loose. But now the car of Walling and Raymond do battle as they come up on the outside of Shallcross. Shallcross have the 2 very quick cars behind. Look at Raymond up on the inside. And Raymond is absolutely flying. He wants to get back in touch with his father and his brother up front, Shallcross. Looks to make a move. Raymond comes through again. So Mark Raymond is the aggressor from the rear. And here comes Walling as well. Swarbrook's car looks nasty. Raymond comes through. Up on the inside of Hockley. Hockley now. He's got Walling chasing him as well. This precision riding team of the 2 cars from Karoi so far out front. But Mark is flying. Mark's going to come up with Swarbrook very quickly. Comes up on the inside, contact down the back. Swarbrook tries to turn the car in. Oh, Raymond into the door. And Raymond and Swarbrook in battle. Oh! Raymond and Swarbrook got tangled up on the front straight. And Hockley's car looks ornery in the front as well. Rear of the field. So Pommy John will go to the rear. Well, that would have been a magnificent finish for the team, a 1, 2, 3 if he had been able to hold position. Plenty of laps still to run. Mark Raymond calling for a black flag for car 88. But only few laps left to run. The word's going to be on for these guys. As now Aiden Raymond takes on his dad. Hockley's in this battle as well. And Shallcross, the Cortina's trying to get in contact with the car. 21, the car of Greg Walling. Whoa. Look at the Raymond Precision driving team out front. Dad says, follow me around, son, I'll show you the fast line. And Aiden says, well, Dad, I'll tell you what, if I get a chance to have a go at you very shortly, I'm going to take you on. So once again, Shallcross now looking for weight on the inside of Walling. No room for it there, and now Walling's coming on the back of Colin Hockley. Hockley gets it inside, but Swarbrook comes inside, doesn't tag Shallcross. 1 lap left to travel. That's the father of the team. Greggy Raymond will come round. He will take the checkered flag. And Greg Raymond takes the win Hayden Raymond in for second. Third place is Colin Hockley. Well, and Mark Raymond to take finishing points. We've got a bit of work to do clearing some cars up, but I guarantee you Greg Raymond won't speak to me. They come through. Mark still seething over that. We'll try and grab a quick word with Greg, but I guarantee you'll blow me off. You won't stop. No, in fact, he's gesturing that he doesn't want to speak. The other guys normally do. So wait the grid to form. Starts Mcdonnell on the outside of Collins. Steve Thompson will come out of position number 3. Looks like we're waiting for Gary Morosky to roll forward in the RX-7. Notable by his absence so far tonight, the little RX-7. Really is one of those cars that can just be very, very quick when the track's very racy and likes a slick track as well. So watch the little RX-7 this heat. This guy all around it is Collins now, is the one who will lead us away. McDonald on the outside, Thompson. McDonald got the start. And Collins got caught napping. Was McDonald who reacted to the green and shot off the line. Look at Gary Morosky in the... Oh, 2 cars up on the boards. Ty Jones's car is a wreck. Ty Jones's car does not look good at all. That was big contact. Look at Gary Morosky in the... Oh, 2 cars up on the boards. Ty... Soon work it out. But he can slide forward in front of Bennett if he likes. Bennett's got given the rear. But on the gas they run, and it's Collins and McDonald on the front row. Collins really deep into the corner. The car got a big push on. Now the RX-7 and Morosky tags the wall out of turn 2 as well. Oh, McDonald's flying. They drag a lot of water up onto the track, everybody. Now starts to slide of that car. That was a problem in the previous heat. That little bit of moisture get dragged up, turn that little corner there, turn number 4 into an ice rink. I've now come into the turn number 1, little bit of moisture still mid-corner. Oh, get off the gas, Morosky. Beautiful his car, Fergie hanging on. Darren Chen. Problem with his car. But it is the car of McDonnell who's going to lead John O'Collins, the reigning Queensland number 1, who will get a start in the feature regardless of where he finishes in the points. But Collins not happy, race towards the front, and he pushes the car of McDonnell deep into turn number 4. Oh, McDonnell's car gets that push going. Now Collins up on the inside. Collins and McDonnell contact in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Side by side down the back. Collins deep into turn number 3 comes out. The car pushes sideways. And these pair go side by side for 1 more. Oh, McDonnell had that car on 2 wheels. That had a really big bicycle out of turn number 1. So McDonnell definitely had that car hooked up and couldn't get it to unhook as he came out of the corner. Thompson and Leroy battling for position number 3. But the battle up front's not over as McDonnell's now back into this. McDonnell on the inside. Looks for the line, takes the rear. And now it looks like he has still got a little bit left in the tank. Shane McDonnell, who has been very strong since coming into the category, has relished this chance this weekend to race against the best that Queensland and Australia has to offer. The reigning Queensland number 1 hits that little rut. Down the bottom, gets a little bit unsettled. Mcdonnell up on the inside. Mcdonnell looking for the line. Can he make it stick? As they come out of the corner, Mcdonnell's car pushes towards the wall. And Leroy is starting to close the gap. Mcdonnell looks to get the car a bit wider this time. Take the car a bit downtown. Come back underneath the car of Collins. Off the gas this time, gets on it early. Oh, Pants. Big push through the middle of the corner. Lee tagged the back of Morosky. Out in front, Jono Collins, the reigning Queensland #1, with 1 lap left to travel. They've got Brian Leroy chasing them down. Oh, McDonnell having a look, trying to get on the inside. McDonnell trying everything, gets to the high line. Now will try and come around. Back on the inside, look for the run. He can't make it stick. Jono Collins taking it. McDonnell in for second, third with Brian Leroy. Well, Queensland #1 takes a he-win. Jono's going to be a fairly happy man. The fan club love him round the back. We'll grab a quick word as he comes through. I think Nick Gannon is going to talk to a couple of people as well. Tell you what, that looked nice out front, although I'll tell you, the car of that Commodore in front looked like it's going to go over.
Yeah, Shane was getting that left front very high. I'm absolutely buggered. That track's really quite rough from in here. Can I just say thanks to all the guys from Cairns who've travelled down to Crewe, and my family who come and support me everywhere we race, and particularly my wife-to-be in 4 weeks, Michelle. Thanks.
Oh, what a way to celebrate another title would be to win one before he goes away again. He's a very happy man. Another quality field, Ford versus Holman battle. So the roll around this time. Wait for the lights to go out, which they do. All right, 12 laps once again will be the distance. With the car of Todd Doyle and Stephen Zahl, who will lead us away. I'll come round through turn number 3. I'll start to bring the pace up in turn number 4 to take the green. Team brought to you by Fix It Auto Wreckers this round of racing. As they come around, Doyle and Zahl, Doyle on the inside. Look at Daryl Luther, had a big look on the inside of Stephen Downs. Zahl gets it sideways, here comes Stephen Downs. Oh, contact over the back, and one goes over. Where? So the Sunshine Coast 71 car Aware now sits like a dead cocky on the back straight. It's a fairly soft rollover.
Top of the hill from in the control tower.
It looks faster, doesn't it?
Oh, it does look faster up there. When those guys come motoring down off the straight and they turn into turn 1, there's just gaggle of cars coming around there. It's absolutely fabulous.
Unfortunately, we've succumbed to a bit of contact over there, and we're just going to rock the car back on its unceremoniously onto its all fours here very shortly.
See how soft they can do this. There we go.
Oh, that's fairly soft.
Yeah, there was. About as soft as it went over.
We'll restart, 12 laps left to run. Todd Doyle now finds himself on the pole position again. Gasses the car. Gets away swiftly on the pole line. Stephen Downs looks to make position on the inside. And Adrian Stott on the outside. Oh, Fletcher Trying to get underneath Downs, that didn't work. Stephen Zale finds himself, oh, Adrian Stott. Hard underneath there. And now Stephen Downs crosses back to the outside. Stotty on the inside of Zale. And Stephen Zale has gone defensive. Todd Doyle out front. This is where he likes to be. Oh, Zale gets a little crossed up. And now Stephen Downs back on the inside of Adrian Stott. Stotty and Downs side by side. This is the race for P3. Adrian Stott bounces the car into the corner. Oh, there they go. And contact again in the middle of the corner. But they work hard as they come round to take the green as they do. Stand on the gas. But once again, Etherton goes to look down the inside. Adrian Stott is the man who's going to try everything to get in front of Stephen Zale. Oh, Etherton's car not a happy one as he got a fair bit of push out of turn number 2. Once again, they come through. Zale's gone defensive. Gavin Fletcher on the inside of Adrian Stott. The battle for second, third and fourth is where the action is. Zale's car sits like poultry. Gets crossed up with the tag. Oh, Stephen Zale's got a collapsed left-hand rear. So that car has got major suspension problem in the back. It's a Trackwell car and Todd Doyle out front. The battle for second is on for young and old, and have a look at Adrian Stott. Stott's now pulled a bit of a gap out on the car with Gavin Fletcher, and Fletcher throws caution to the wind as he lets the car drift around through turns 3 and 4. Fletcher gets a car a little high on the track, trying to get a run onto the back straight. Adrian Stott sits it nice and low, looking to be conservative and be also protective of that second place. Now here comes Fletcher back on the inside. Him and Adrian Stott have raced together for years, and now the battle continues. Stotty got it crossed up, went defensive. Fletcher's gone the high line. Can he make it stick? Gavin Fletcher does on the outside. Fletcher now drives past the limping Zale. And Todd Doyle out front is doing it all on his own. The Trackwell engineering gear of Todd, Morris, Major Doyle looks nice and strong as he comes round. He's here to win Q1 tonight. That's what he wants to do. And he'll come around this time to collect one lap. The white flag is his. As he recklessly throws the car towards the boards, he is absolutely driving the wheels off this thing just to show how fast he can go. Doyle will come round and demonstrate he is here to do nothing else but win. Todd Doyle takes the checker. Second now round the back is Gavin Fletcher. Fletcher comes through turn number 4, he takes the checker. Adrian Stott has got Steve Downs right on the back. Stotty takes third. Well, once again, Todd Doyle takes another win. Didn't get to talk to you the first time tonight, mate, but this thing is absolutely flying.
I'll take it off. Quickest lap during that one, Wes, was a 19:13. His quickest lap, a 19:13.
Quickest lap, a 19:13 in that round then, mate. Unfortunately, earlier on in the night, your lap record got taken away from you here.
Yeah, it's a bit rude, isn't it? Yeah, 40 laps going a long way.
But you look like you're panting. It looks like it's hard work out there, a bit bumpy.
Yeah, it's pretty quick and pretty bumpy, yeah.
I'll let him get back in. Fair bit of work to do for Todd Doyle. Of course, this man here is car number 61. Of course, the car of Neil Coomber. To the outside of him is Darren Baldwin. Mcdonnell comes out of position number 9. Lights are off. We're going to get a start. Car 83 very happy, Shane Mcdonnell, with his performance so far tonight. So should be. He's really put himself right up there when his first Queensland title in modified production. So, and of course, some of the best runners in the country out here doing battle this weekend. Troy Ware, car number 71. The first and hopefully only of our rollovers tonight, has got the car back on track. Stand on the loud pedal, he gets one. That's Ware, the car of Thompson. Thompson hard into the bottom corner. Ware back on the inside though. And look at Etherton as he comes onto the turn number 3 on the inside. Really, the speed of these cars at the moment, now they take the top layer of the track, is unbelievably quick. Thompson out in front of the Garrett's car there. If Pagel gets sideways. And Baldwin now trying to make a move on the inside of Cooper. Oh, Hockley. A big look, and that's left the door open for Daryl Luther to jump on through Etherton now. Couldn't make it stick, but gets the pound down the back straight. Hockley on the outside. Hockley got the good run out the back, now on the back of Etherton. And they push away to turn number 1. Etherton, the aggressor, trying to find a way. Here comes Colin Hockley. And Stevie Downs is flying as well. Etherton on the inside, makes that stick. It's a pound out the cut. Move on Troy Ware. Hockley letting Etherton be his brakes in turn number 1. It's now fallen back into the clutches of Stephen Downs. Etherton trying everything to make his way onto the back. The car is really there. Oh, where's big backfire of that car as it came to the main straight. Car not looking and sounding happy at all. Now Etherton makes the move on the inside. And it's Ware's car that's breaking down. You can hear that. Down here at track level, that car is misfiring. It has got problems. Now they come through and Etherton's got the job ahead of him. The car got a big corner push coming out of turn number 2. Hockley can't respond. But it's a car of McDonald on the outside. Shane McDonald is Hockley inside of Ware. Oh, Coomer on and off the gas trying to control it. Now McDonald slides up on the inside as well. McDonald's coming forward. He's now going to be racing for position number 3 as he finds him over the back of the car of Hockley. Hockley gets a little bit sideways down the corner. McDonald up on the outside again. McDonald takes a high line. Catches Stephen Downs lapping and gets himself up in position 4. McDonald again to the outside. Can he make it stick as he goes down the back? Stephen Dowsley once again side by side in the turn. Oh, got it out of the loose stuff, couldn't make it stick. Once again to the outside. Look at McDonald now on the outside of Stephen Downs. Contact as he comes back in. 1 lap left to travel. And McDonald is flying. Stephen Thompson out in front, your race leader. Daryl Luther sitting there in second. That's how they're going to go to the checkered flag. Thompson takes the win. Luther in for second, and Nathan Mcdonnell's having one last roll of the night. He can't make it stick. Hockley hands on for third. Well, great drive by Steve Thompson out front, but what a drive by young Mcdonnell. Give him a big round of applause on the outside and on the boards. Steve, seems like you got this thing handling okay with the grading. The track seemed to suit the Falcon.
Yeah, the smoother track certainly working better for me at the moment. I was preparing the car more for the bumpy tracks. I think that there'll be bumps coming back, so hopefully we're on the right track.
Ready to go, but great drive. Can you get that? Shane, some good. Maybe all we're going to get to run in this heat. As Wayne Miles once again gets another position thrown at him. Miles on the gas. Trappy gets caught out on the outside. Trappy straight down on the inside. Morosky, the little RX-7, sticks his nose in. Oh, Doyle gets balked, trying to find a way around the yellow lights. Come on. Oh, this car of Miles sounds like it's going to go quickly. To him. It's a car of Brett Doyle. Power up and ready to go this time. Raymond got the line on the inside. Trappy's going to have to run the high line. And Raymond's going to make it hard for him as they come down the back straight. Look at Raymond on the inside, Trapp on the outside. Oh, Todd Doyle trying to find a way on the inside of Morosky. But it's Raymond who is flying out there as he comes onto the back of the car of Wayne Miles. Miles gets a bit pushy mid-corner. Raymond on the left and on the inside. Raymond will slide in. He won't relinquish position. Oh, Raymond goes round. A bit of contact then as Morosky comes through and tagged the side of Doyle's car. So Raymond is going to be all over the back of this car. In fact, he's here hard as they come through. Raymond on him. Todd Doyle goes straight to the outside of Morosky. Will he build the under and over move? Yes, he does. Now straight back on the inside again, Morosky. Now he's back in third position. Look at Raymond. Raymond up on the inside of the car of Wayne Miles. And Todd Doyle is flying. Raymond's going to look to the outside. Doyle is on the pedal as hard as he can possibly go. And Trappy now back up to position number 4. Todd looked to get the run out of the back, couldn't get stick. And Raymond looking for that mistake again from the car. Oh, Todd trying to muscle his way on the inside. And Milo's having to defend. He's got two very quick. Miles on the outside of the corner. Raymond trying to go through. Doyle up on the rim corner. Doyle makes the stick on the inside. Doyle's going to go after Miles. Doyle up to position 2. Oh, Raymond. Very late as he came in there. Doyle really punishing the right-hand rear of that car. Look at the car of Todd Doyle as he tries to keep out Greg Raymond. No room there. Raymond slipped through. Doyle now back on the inside. Oh, Doyle hip and shoulders Greg Raymond through as he came through. And now he's off after Wayne Miles again. Once again, Greg Raymond comes through. Hip and shoulders from him this time. Laps are starting to come down. Doyle back through on Raymond one more time. Side by side down into turn number 3. Doyle this time the better run. Doyle and Raymond. Raymond back on the inside. Greg Raymond, Todd Doyle turning it on for position number 2. Out in front, Marlowe's just thinking, what's going on? Oh, Robert Trapp came from nowhere, 1 lap left to run and brought on the colours. Yellow lights are on. Oh, dearie me, boys. Do you reckon they might call out the Gympie Precision Driving Team, Todd Doyle and Greg Raymond? Swapping places, unbelievable. Going to declare it. So they'll declare that. And it will be the car of Wayne Mills who will take the win. Try and work out who actually ends up in second place. And first place was this man right here. Mate, they shortened that up again, but I tell you what, geez, you got some pace on board. This thing sounds very sweet, but Raymond and Todd Doyle behind was very, very, very exciting.
Yeah, it's a fairly fast race, and Aiden's going really well. He's probably one of the best up-and-coming young drivers I've seen go around. He knows how to drive, and same with Todd, so it's a good battle, and we're still in there, so we'll just keep punching.
Very happy man, he's just going to keep punching. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd want to go into a prize fight with that car. The car of Brian Leroy out of 3, out of position 4, Mark Raymond. Out of 5 should be and will be the car of, yes it is, Gavin Fletcher on the outside of him. Will be John Swarbrick. And of course coming off the rear will be Michael Halley. Lights are off, we're going to take a start. Stephen Price and Bayfield line them up. Lights go green and Pricey gets away, but have a look at Brian Leroy. Michael Halley from the back starts his push nice and early. Oh, Bayfield's got a problem, he gets out of the way. Fergie on the outside, Swarbrick comes underneath, but out front, Stephen Price. Got Brian Leroy and Mark Raymond just chasing him down. Raymond sits on the rear quarter of the Corvette Queensland car. Oh, look at Fletcher. Oh, contact to come out. Price had a problem. Michael Halley, John Swarbrick come together on the main straight. Swarbrick gets the better drive. Price goes to the boards. Gavin Fletcher on the outside, Swarbrick on the inside. Oh, something had to give there. Contact aplenty as they came through turn number 4. Michael Halley absolutely pushing the car. Has to score as many points as he can, and it's Raymond who fights it up now out front. Swarbrick back on the inside of Fletcher. Fletcher's car looking a little nervous. Swarbrick looks hard on the inside this time. Fletcher fighting for track position. Swarbrick comes through. Race apart. Now we look at our race leader, Raymond. He's cleared out. Brian Leroy sits in second. Price sits in third. And Halley, Swarbrick chase him down. Fergie trying everything down to find a way on the inside of Gavin Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher gets the car up on 2 wheels as they come into turn number 2. But out in front. Now Swarbrick and Halley. this battle goes on. Swarbrick looking for a line. Halley, the man who really has got to chase down the points. And Michael Halley, this car looking strong. They did a lot of work to keep it on track. And Pommy John is monitoring the back of the Queensland Speedway spares exit Falcon. The New South Wales #1 car is under siege. Halley gets on the gas. That car is so quick out of turn 4. Now Price is finding a line he likes. And it's having a big go at the back of Brian Leroy's car. Look at Pricey. Trying to find a line. There's no room for him anywhere. Pricey on the inside. Price looking to make the move. Couldn't make it stick. 1 lap remaining for our race leader. Now Raymond. Out in front of Price, very quick out of turn 4. Price looking for the move. Raymond out in front, clearly streeting the field length of the back straight. He'll take the win mark. Raymond take the checker. Second place will be Brian Leroy. And third will be Steve Price. Oh, Gavin Fletcher from nowhere. Unbelievable. Well, Mark Raymond, great drive. Have a quick chat. I tell you what, mate, I don't know what you did to this car when you fixed it, but that is one very fast car. Length of the back straight you beat him by.
Oh, we've had some carnage tonight. Finally got the car going good, so hopefully we can get some more luck and keep it going.
As I said, he's fixed the car, he just wants to keep going forward. Great result, these guys really won. Car 20, is it 21? Yes, it is car 21. Car of Greg Walling, Max Bennett's car was running, now not again. Maxie Bennett's got it going. So that was wrong with that car is now right. That's a captain obvious, really, isn't
Got the
it?
person up on top of the hill. Take the foot off their brake, please. Person up on top of the hill. Turn either the lights off or the brake off, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Taking the green. Darryl Luther on the pole on the outside of him is Adrian Stott. Stott gets caught on the outside. Here comes the car of Walling. He makes a move on the inside. The Kibbles Commodore finds itself up now position 2. Shallcross into this battle. And here comes John O'Collins. Oh, Raymond Collins locked up beside each other. And Max Bennett's into the fray as well. As they now make their way around the back. Grother, the quiet achiever, who sat himself out here, looks like he could come and win another heck. He didn't think lightning fast tonight. The Steve Blackburn-headed car is doing a great job. He really has had a stable of great drivers in these cars over the years. And something's got to give down the back as Raymond Collins and Shallcross go 3 deep into turn number 3. Shallcross up on the inside now, looking to make possession of turn number 2. Can't make it stick. Falls off the back of Raymond. Raymond goes out after the car of Adrian Stott. Stotty sits up a little higher on the track. And John O'Collins now looking for position on track as well. Oh, Shallcross now back on the loud pedal as Raymond goes to the outside around Adrian Stott. And Raymond makes it stick. Shallcross takes the wall on the late straight. And Growth has got a problem. Grother has got that. Tell you what, you can never discount Greg Walling. Walling back on his side. Rother. Now back onto the pedal again. We'll try everything to get back towards the front. He needs the points. Grother will come hard as they come through turn number 4. Grother back on the pedal. Raymond is bombing. Raymond looking for any line he can find. Grother up on the inside of the Kibbles Commodore. Raymond on the inside of Grother. Raymond is absolutely flying from the rear and posing. He's 29 Falcon. Raymond got it very tightly then, had to wash the speed off. But it's Greg Walling, the Kibbles Commodore, that sits out front. Limited push through turn number 4. He really has got this car set up nicely. Walling settles the car down. Raymond goes to the outside on Grother again. Oh, Raymond goes round. And Raymond pulls up and parks it. Lights come on. And once again, the yellows flash. And it's Greg Walling who lead us away with 2 to go. Grother now. Look at John O'Collins. He came from nowhere straight down. Looking to find some line. Looking to find a line around the outside. Oh, Dale Grother back on the inside. Can he make it stick? 1 lap remaining. 1 lap remaining. Can Greg Walling? Oh, he will. Grother washes up mid-corner. Now he's got to defend second. Walling comes through. He will take the win. Second place to Grother. Third to Adrian Stott. Shallcross looms up the back. The more laps you turn in this car, the faster it gets. You've got to be very happy with the results so far.
Yeah, Wes, we're just trying to be patient. There's a lot of radical stuff out there early, but yeah, loving it. The further we go, the better we're looking. So, there's a long way to go yet, but you know, we'll give him a shake.
Walling says he's going to give him a shake. I'll tell you what, brand new car coming for Greg too later in the. Well, he'll start the season with the position 9, I think that is. And that, of course, is the car of is Shane McDonald. Car number 8 then comes out of 9. We all know that, of course, is Steve Thompson. Quite achiever, Steve Thompson. Then tied in 10th place is car 11 and car 34, which is Adrian Stott and Daryl Luther. Then there's a host of cars coming through there as well. So the top 16 has got 2 of the Raymonds tied on about 13th place at the moment. So about 27 and 29. Looking to take the green. And still Maxie Bennett's out front. Look at Mark Raymond. Raymond tries awfully hard to get the line as he comes round the outside this time. Better line, better drive for him. But it's Max Bennett's on the inside now. Raymond finds a way on the inside. I'll tell you what. Oh, it's all happening right in front of me again. Luck of the draws. Max Bennett and Raymond on the front row again. This time Mark gets a better start on the outside. Oh, Mark into the wall. Wheels and cars off that everywhere. Baldwin's got problems and that car is extensively damaged. Oh, Mark into the wall. Wheels and cars. Wheels and tyres going everywhere. And Mark Raymond has hit the wall hard, walling. Walking down. He'll have needed the point. Was sitting 5th in the points until this stage. But he's going to talk to Nick Gannon. So wheels coming off Raymond's car. Not a happy man. Darren Baldwin arrived on the scene. Everything was happening in front of him. Greg, I'll just have a word to come past. Mate, you're sitting 5th place in the points until this heat. There's the points break up in case you want to have a peruse while we're there. It's unbelievable the amount of carnage that's going on. Trying to squeeze the whole night down does put the pressure on, and really, you've got to make flesh. And then we go back to John Collins, Milo, Trappy. Of course, the car of Max Bennett. Morosky slows it up as much as he can to get the advantage. And have a look at Fletcher straight on the outside of Morosky. And Morosky comes down to the turn number 3. Flames start to belch from the back. Fletcher up on the inside. John O'Collins is coming through as well. Morosky having to defend. Collins tries to find a way through. Can't. But now gets the pace down into turn number 3. Let's get Fletcher out front. Max Bennett starts to side through as well. Collins, around he goes. Bork, Milo as they come through turn number 2. Fletcher looking strong out front. Collins working really hard to get back in touch with the car again. Morosky, Fletcher gets it awfully sideways out of turn number 2. Tags the wall. Fletcher's car's unloading and popping those 2 wheels in the air. Now gets the car out towards the boards. Morosky looking on the inside, the little RX-7, but here comes John Collins. Collins looks for the line, can't make anything stick at this stage and can't come forward. Although now he's got a better run out of turn number 4. Fletcher out front has got that car very softly sprung, trying to get it to one hook. Goes deep into turn number 4. Morosky just can't bridge that gap between him and Fletcher. Has to defend from John O'Collins, the reigning Queensland number 1. Collins trying everything, sets the car into the corner, gets the drive out on the inside. Collins makes the pass. Morosky straight back on the inside. And Morosky slips back to 2nd, back now to 3rd. Fletcher is going to be under siege very shortly as Collins now starts to go forward. John O'Collins now looks to get the run he needs. Can he carry the speed out into turn number 3 and 4? Collins looking for the line. Fletcher's car nervously advancing on 2 wheels as he bounces through the corner. And now Fletcher makes his way down into turn number 3. Fletcher gets it sideways. Collins comes up on the inside, drags a bit of water forward. And now on the outside is the car of Milo. 42, Gavin Fletcher. Sits out front, Collins is flying. 1 lap left to travel. Collins on the inside, Fletcher on the outside. Contact in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Fletcher gets the drive on the high line. Collins back on the inside. Fletcher and him fighting the position. Collins got it. Collins and Fletcher side by side. Checking for the official result. Now, number one, Collins takes the win. Got him by a short half head. Right on the line, Jono, short half head, you got him by just.
I'm stoked. Absolutely stoked. I'm having a great night. Again, I'd like to thank all the people from Cairns who've come down to help me. It means a great deal and I couldn't do it without you. Thanks very much.
Oh, I can hear them out there yelling and screaming too. They're having a great time.
Decided to have a muck around with them. Broke a couple of the systems, which has overflowed the septic tank, so we'll have to close the toilets from behind the control tower. So the only ones that are open are the ones over near the pit area. Very sorry folks, but some people are inconsiderate. They've vandalised the toilets in the men and the ladies, and we've had to close the toilets behind the control tower.
Well, not a nice way for some people to spend their time. Yes, takes all types, doesn't it? Let's hope they're the one to get explosive diarrhea in the next 5 minutes.
I couldn't agree with you more.
They've given me a dose of it by doing it. Alrighty. Doyle on the start line. Leroy lead as well. Oh, it was on for young and old, and Michael Halley's come straight up the centre and had a great run. Todd Doyle up front. Leroy's now on the boards, and Michael Halley now to position number 2. Halley gets a big push on. Oh, look at Raymond. Try into the sandwich. And Ferguson and Raymond put the squeeze on Brian Leroy. It's now out in front now, Reesley. The Todd Doyle just drives away. Oh, Raymond tags the wall. Halley now sits in second. Can he chase down Doyle? Oh, Ferguson's got a problem. He's got a collapse left front. Ferguson's car has got a collapse left front. He will take big problems trying to steer this car. Ferguson's car looking very ordinary. That left-hand front just dangling. It'll come free soon and cause all sorts of problems. Grover, our highest so far, has got the job ahead of him to try and keep Brian Leroy from chasing him down. But it's Todd Doyle out front who's just clearing away. Second place is Michael Halley. He's got Glenn Raymond chased him and Brian Leroy on Daryl Luther. Both of the highest point scorer coming into the final round. He's got a job to do. He's got 2 very fast cars ahead of him. And then he's got a further car ahead of him, which is Todd Doyle, who's just driving away from the field. Raymond now going to battle against the car of Michael Halley. Halley and Raymond, the 2 forwards. The Queensland Speedway's Fair Ford Wreckers XF Falcon up against the Carina Auto Wreckers car on now Raymond looking to build a racetrack a little higher. Trying to get some drive to get a slingshot out of turn number 2 down the back straight. Raymond up on the inside. Halley and Raymond. Look at Raymond, he will not give an inch. Michael Halley gets a bit washed up. Raymond and him come together. And Raymond now goes forward. Greg Raymond done everything right so far. And wants to move on the front of Halley. Halley falls back into the hands of Grother as Grother now tries to come up on the inside. Grother, who held the highest point score going into this event, really does need a good result to cement that going into the A-Main. B-Main getting the run. Raymond was absolutely on the red limit going into the bottom turn. And these cars are flying. Doyle has now got to lead the length of the back straight with 1 lap left to travel. Oh, Brian Leroy into the boards. Oh. Brian Leroy.
Enough for a good night out, that's for sure.
Is that a captain
sure.
obvious? Just quietly. 1 lap dash to the flag. Johnny Doyle's going to have a Raymond all over that. So Michael Halley is in here as well. Look at Michael Halley on the inside of Raymond. Raymond looking on the back of Doyle. Raymond up on the inside. Doyle get to the little side with it. The Doyle takes the win. Raymond in the second, and third place goes to Michael Halley. I tell you, they were throwing everything down. One exciting last throw of the dice. And everything or nothing. Tell you what, mate, you keep dialing speed into this thing. 1 lap out there was the 19:07 before. One of the fastest heat laps we've had here all night.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. His time was here, just like how you have to take up the arse for no reason, but that's pretty normal for him.
Oh dear, I tempt fate every time I give you the microphone. Race where you see the change works all here all the time. Covered some of the best and most fantastic racing in Australia. Many Australian titles over the year. Really does a great job of putting it all together. So make sure you go and see the main canteen and order yourself a great copy of tonight's festivities and place an order at the QSCA. So it's Pagel and Mcdonnell on the front row. Zal and the car of Adrian Stott on the second. Thompson will come out in position number 5. McDonnell on the outside. Adrian Stott comes through on Zal. But it's McDonnell on the outside. Got a great run. McDonnell, one of the high point scorers here tonight, really has been one of the big, I suppose, drivers that have come from nowhere to do so well. His first title, he's doing a great job. Adrian Stott now has got Zal and the car of Thompson on his back. He's fighting position number 3. Second in front of him is the car of Pagel. But it's going to be between these 3 cars at the back and see who's going to finish in position number 3 as Adrian Stott, the shift car removals car, finds himself on. Oh, he's got a good run of the car, found some rhythm. And Steve Thompson's got to do the chasing. Thompson now tries to close that gap between him and Adrian Stott. He's under siege by Stephen Zal, this brand new 2005-06 model Commodore. Doing a great job with our race leader out front, McDonald. It's got Glenn Pagel just quietly chipping away at that lead. The Garrett's earth-moving Commodore just doing enough to keep in touch, waiting for the mistake. Is McDonnell going to make it? We don't think so. But as he's just quietly chipping away, Adrian Stott's found some pace and now finds himself on the back of the car of Pagel. So Stotty starts to move forward. Adrian Stott looks for the line to get as much drive as he can to slingshot out of turn number 2. as he's now really closed that gap down between him and Pagel. Pagel wouldn't know he was, but wouldn't know how close he actually is. Well, Zal's got a problem. Gets the car going, but out in front, Mcdonnell leads Pagel. Then we go back to Stott and the car of Thompson. McDonnell just got this car nicely balanced out front. Thompson's had a problem. Thompson got a little bit crossed up into turn number 4, had to get out of the pedal to control the car. But McDonnell looking nice and strong. That car has been the dark horse again. And it's Thompson who's got the job to do to get himself back into position number 3. Adrian Stott chases him down. Just doesn't seem to be able to bridge that gap now. 2 laps remaining. And it's McDonnell out front. He really has done a great job. The car looks nice and balanced through turns 3 and 4. White flag of the ready, 1 lap left to travel. Jay McDonnell. The Toowoomba car, the Charler Raceway Express, finds himself out in front. 2 turns left to travel. He'll take the checkered flag. 2nd place to Pagel. 3rd place to Adrian Stott. Well, talk about someone flying under the radar all night. That has been the car of Shane McDonnell. He was just the dark horse here this weekend. Has really his first Queensland title, doing a great job. We can chat with him as he comes through. Chat with him. Well, I tell you what, Shane, you're flying the flag real well for Charlton Raceway tonight. You've got a very fast race car.
Yeah, it's been going pretty well. I'd just like to say thanks to Trappy and Royce and Karen and Stephen Marion for helping me out.
A man who says very little but lets the driving do the talking. He really does a great job. Tries to get the car restarting, and Etherton on the 2nd. Coomber and Swarbrick on the 3rd. And Price and Hockley on the 4th row. I'll take the green, Shallcross and Raymond on the front row. Coming round, green lights on. Where gets to this side. So race very quickly to turn 1. Shallcross into the start he wanted. But Raymond did, and Aidan Raymond, one of the big point scorers here, now goes to the front of this heat. Shallcross in 2nd, Etherton in 3rd, and Ware sits there with Swarbrick ready to pounce. Edwards didn't have the setup coming into this event that he thought he liked. He said, well, this, round goes Ware. He'll bring the lights on, he does. So Ware goes right the green as Raymond comes around with Shallcross on his back. Sits in 3rd, Pontyjohn, Swarbrick in 4th, and Coomber in 5th. Raymond has got Shallcross chasing him now, but he really, the form drivers here this weekend. Raymond looking strong out front. Etherton trying to find a way around the car of Shallcross. Shallcross gets a little bit out offline. Etherton looks on the inside. Swarbrick is under siege by Cuba. One of the final rounds, it is on for young and old. Look at Shallcross monstering the back of Raymond's car. Swarbrick gets a tail. Cooper looks on the inside. Looking at the battle here, John Swarbrick and Neil Cooper. Swarbrick's car looking a little taily. Now he's got the setup he likes. And gets the car, opens a big gap on Cooper as he comes out of that corner. The Commodore bouncing around. And Cooper's now under siege. Floats belts from the side as Hockley starts to track him down as well, but out front Raymond leads this field convincingly. Shallcross has got no answer at this stage. But Daryl Etherton's the one that could come into play very shortly. Etherton just sitting back, looking to find some rhythm, but whether he can close that gap onto the back of Shallcross, only time will tell. The lap's starting to come down. The pressure is on. Raymond sits out front, very quick car. And Shallcross is pedaling with an inch of his life as well, trying to defend off. The reigning Queensland number 1 is Super Street. And of course it's a car of Daryl Etherton. Coomber and Hockley side by side down the back. The laps start to tick down. And Swarbrick seems to have the promise back again. Coomber and Hockley close in on the 88 car of Swarbrick. The Treads International Commodore falls back again into their clutches. 1 lap left to travel. And it's Hayden and Raymond out front. Behind him, Shallcross and Daryl Etherton. But it will be the Karoi Auto Wreckers car number 28, our third highest point scorer going into this heat. He will take the win. Second place to Dennis Shallcross. Daryl Etherton in for third. Well, I tell you, if it's green and it's from Karoi, it's bound to be fast. I'll bet you don't want to speak to me. Well, they'll go in with some great points. The points up top will be very, very hard to separate. Just waves me off. Doesn't even want to get any eye contact with me. And reigning New South Wales number 1, Michael Halley sit on the front row. Gary Morosky and Stephen Downs out of the second row. Mark Ferguson, Stephen Zahl out of the third. Trappy and Maxie Bennett's out of the fourth. Troy Ware and Neil Coomber come off the rear. The door has closed. Raymond will not make it. The top 4 go through. It's 15 laps the distance. The B main is getting ready. 15 laps to find a place in the final. And Michael Halley and Brian Leroy side by side. Halley slips through on the inside, so does Morosky. Stevie Downs is now in the bump spot. Stephen Downs is on the bump spot. And it's Ferguson who's going to want to try up to a look at Coomber. Coomber, Bennett and Zahl side by side across the start-finish line. Stevie Downs is under assault. Trappy wants forward, so does Ferguson. And Brian Leroy's all over the back of the Falcon of Michael Halley. Look at Brian Leroy on the inside, looking for a line, the Corvette Queensland Commodore. Can't find the line he needs, but Halley and Leroy are over in the gap. Morosky sits in third, and Stevie Downs is under siege. Fergie trying to get on the inside, Ferguson looking. Trappy made the move. Yellow lights are on, and Troy Ware's around here on the front straight. The B-main gets a restart and it's Halley who takes the lead. Brian Leroy now straight on the back of Halley. Morosky's got Stephen Downs trying to put a buffer between him and the two cars chasing him. That's Mark Ferguson and Robert Trapp. Oh, Brian Leroy finding a line on the inside of Michael Halley. And look at Morosky. Stephen Downs and Mark Ferguson. That's where the bump spot is. Stephen Downs is the last of the four. Trappy now. Oh, down on the inside. Now Mark Ferguson's in the bump spot. Morosky's got the job to do. Ferguson comes through. Now Mark Ferguson looking to make some degree of move on Stephen Downs. Can he make it stick? Robbie Trapp starting to come forward. Stephen Charles going forward as well. Brian Leroy, happy to see where he is. He'll start out of position number 18 if he keeps position. Michael Halley sits out front. Oh, Stephen Charles comes forward to put Coomer into the boards as he come off the infield and tag the water. Green light getting ready. And once again, Michael Halley takes that line. Leroy now decides he wants to have a go. Stephen Downs sits behind. Mark Ferguson slots into fourth. Still Leroy trying to put himself into position number 17 for the A-main. Doesn't seem to have an answer for Michael Halley out front. He's had a luckless night. Found himself on pole position for the B-main. Just really couldn't turn his luck off. Fergie's got Morosky, the little fire-breathing RX-7. Chairming of the bit, but it's Stephen Downs who wants to get up inside of Brian Leroy. Halley's starting to clear out. Brian Leroy's gone defensive. He's got Stephen Downs behind him. And Downs in the Lismore Engines car really would probably prefer to start on the inside road, possibly anyway. Downs, he ranges up on the inside. No roofing there, but have a look at Gary Morosky, the little RX-7. As he monsters the back of Mark Ferguson's car, he wants into the A-main. Morosky. Ferguson is defending. Morosky trying everything. Robert Trapp on part of this as well. So does Max Bennett. The reigning Queensland number 2 wants a chance at this final, but will Max Bennett have enough car speed to do so? The laps are ticking down. Leroy has gone defensive as Stephen Downs tries to come forward. Downsy on the inside looking for the line. He can't get the grip to drive past. But it's Gary Morosky, and here comes Max Bennett. One lap left to travel. Michael Halley is definitely through. Gary Morosky has one last throw of the night. So does Robert Trapp. But if Michael Halley will go through, so will the car of Brian Leroy. And Stephen Downs goes through. And Mark Ferguson makes it through to the A-main. Oh. Unbelievable. The pressure these guys put each other on. Out of position 17 for the A-main, but probably feeling a bit better knowing the car's got good road speed.
Look, for the crew, we had a car set up for a dry track and it's been wet all night, so we've been chasing. That's about it.
Well, Wait till you see the interview he's done with us tonight as well. Car 81. These guys sorted out, thrown a little bit of a kilter to what we were trying to achieve at the start. And that looks to be right. They'll all start to form up. The lights will go out very shortly. We will give them one more parade lap as they come past. Give a big round of applause. The top 19 cars. You're ready to take on the Queensland title. Will it be Doyle? Will it be Raymond? Will it be Collins from the back? Will it be Milo? We won't know as they get to come round and take the 40. The first lap's under green for the Queensland title underway. Todd Doyle leads the way. Raymond on the outside. Growth is straight down, trying to find a line on the inside. And have a look at Milo. Miles on the inside of Grover. John O'Collins on the inside of Mcdonnell. And Raymond got around. Raymond's got round. And that's Greg Raymond spinning here on the start lap. Gavin Fletcher, a flat right-hand tyre. 40 laps the distance. They take the first of them under green. Raymond goes side by side in turn number one. Grother looks straight on the inside. And Milo, Miles on the inside. Have a look at the pace behind there. It's cars like Adrian Scott and John O'Collins coming down. As they settle into a pace, Todd Doyle out front has started to clear away. And Milo's got to get out if he stands any chance of chasing him down. Oh, Darryl Luther gets locked up behind the car of Miles. And it's Luther who was going backwards in the field. Daryl Luther sits behind. Have a look at Mcdonnell straight to the outside looking for some room to race it. But the pace is on and these guys are absolutely flying. Michael Halley's come to the rear and so is Greg Raymond. And Raymond is flying looking for the high line on the outside. Todd Doyle out front has started to street him. Raymond's got no answer. Can Milo get back in time? We don't know. Definitely Todd Doyle's got a great race car. Look at Daryl Luther on Dale Growth. He's trying to make a move. Raymond's out of this. He pulls up onto the infield. He is out of the event. Todd Doyle out front. Growth against the divers. It's Daryl Luther and Mcdonnell who will try to find a way past. Grother gets a little high out of turn number one. And now finds himself under siege. Etherton on the inside. Etherton goes deep. This is a battle for fourth place. McDonnell on the outside. John O'Collins going through as well. Brian Leroy absolutely catches the car up. He gets nice and silent down the front, but we go back to the battle. For fourth place, Todd Doyle getting caught behind slowing traffic. Al Bolton, Al right leading, getting caught behind the car of Hockley. Good contact. Leroy and Swarbrick go out on the front straight. But look at this battle. Now Raymond trying to find his way past the slower traffic. Hockley on the gas. John O'Collins. None of them pulls a pass on the outside. Mcdonnell, the rookie in the class, doing such a great job. Now, slips up on the inside. Growth has got a problem. Growth pulls it up to the board, gets it up out of the way, and around goes Etherton as well. Bumper bars flying off Falcons here everywhere. Something is broken. So Dale Growth will have no further part in the fight. Come round with Doyle to lead them. They'll take the green again. Raymond a bit closer this time. Can he hand off to Doyle? To Raymond, Miles. And the car of Mcdonnell chased down the flying Todd Doyle out front. Doyle has just got this car perfectly set. It is fast. Doyle chasing strongly. But it's the cars of Raymond and Miles that look like they can take the battle forward. Etherton now on the inside of McDonnell. McDonnell defending. His position's number 4. So McDonnell's got it all to do. The rookie's done such a great job this season. He really has shone. As he's got the car set a little loose. He wrestles it through the bumps here in the feature race. McDonnell gets a little bit of push out of turn number 2. Can Daryl Luther close the gap? At the moment, Todd Doyle sits coming out front. Can Doyle be anywhere near Concord? Can the car of Raymond hunt down the man out front? And still again, Etherton and McDonnell go side by side. McDonnell gets Taylor out of turn 1. Now, the car of Adrian Stott comes to this battle as well. Stotty, the quiet achievement this weekend, ranges up on the inside of Daryl Etherton. And Etherton fighting till now. That is in fact our position 2 car, Aiden Raymond into the boards. And Todd Doyle has led the first 15 with 25 left to go. He leads Miles, McDonnell, and Daryl Luther. McDonnell's in the hunt. He's right under the rear quarter there of Miles. And McDonnell is here. He's done a great job, and now he finds himself on the podium of his first Queensland Championship. He's racing towards a 3rd place as Etherton got it high. Adrian Stott slides on the inside. Miles has taken the pace upward. Wayne Miles is within striking distance. He can keep the pace up. Doyle's car looks nice and balanced. But we're watching the car of Michael Halley, Stephen Downs, and Mark Ferguson. Halley's car, not looking as coupled as it was in the B-Main. Now comes forward, takes Ryan Leroy, and now looks for a place underneath the car of John Swarbrick. Swarbrick's gone on the defensive. But it's Todd Doyle, the track well engineering car, who will lead us away. We're just on half-race distance. Doyle looks unstoppable out front. Wayne Miles sits in 2nd. 3rd place is McDonnell. And Miles of the Oscar car really look to come forward. Etherton and the car of Adrian Stott are pushing the envelope of grips and endurance. They really are trying as hard as they can, as Adrian Stottgar becomes a little unbalanced in turn number 3. Stotty is under siege. Oh, Michael Halley, Raymond and Ferguson side by side into turn number 3. Look at this battle. Michael Halley is under siege. Fergie comes up on the inside. Now Raymond comes through as well. So the man who started on the front row now finds himself fighting for position number 7 or 8. Halley now looks right back on the inside. Oh! Adrian Stott's got problems. Adrian Stott on the infield, he's out of it. But our race leader, Todd Doyle. The Trackwell Engineering car has now opened up 3/4 of the length of the straight lead over Wayne Miles. McDonnell in 3rd. Edmonton sits in 4th. And Stevie Price in 5th. 6 goes back to Padel, 7th to Swarbrick. But the pace is absolutely on. Look at this battle here. Steve Downs, Michael Halley, and John O'Collins. Hockley's in the battle as well. Oh, Raymond has a look on the inside. Raymond's coming home. Over Raymond on the inside. Oh, contact between him and Fergus. Now Raymond's got a problem up on the infield. Something's broken his car. He jammed up against the tyres. Raymond looks like he's off the racing line. But still out in front is our race leader, Todd Doyle. Doyle looks very comfortable out front. As now McDonnell puts a nerve on Miles. He wants second place. McDonnell up on the inside. McDonnell is absolutely flying, and Shane McDonnell through to position number 2. Shane McDonnell on debut. His first title now sits in position 2. The battle is unbelievably quick. These guys are pushing the envelope of endurance on both the race cars and themselves. 40 laps. Michael Halley now. Ferguson and Steve Downs, and John O'Collins sits on the back as well. But Halley looking for light around the outside. Stephen Downs looking for a better line. Now Halley back on the inside. Michael Halley locked up with Ferguson. Downs is through as well. And Michael Halley does a great job. Gets the car now set and tries to build a buffer between him and the car of Stephen Downs. Dowsy's back on the charge. Police Law Engines car of Stephen Downs. Tries everything to slide on the inside now. Tries to get the slingshot up on the inside. Can't make it stick. And the Queensland Speedway Spares car of Michael Halley holds on to his position. John O'Collins, Todd Doyle. Now starting to lap the field. Miles back on the inside of McDonnell. So Wayne Miles and McDonnell. This is the race for position 2. Miles. So Wayne Miles, yellow lights are on. Michael Halley and Stephen Downs come together in turn number 4. Well, he's going to need to drag that nose cone off before he can actually go forward. Michael Halley. Will We'll sit here on the main straight. Lap positions come past. Todd Doyle's definitely out there. Miles and Mcdonnell. There your top three. So Ferguson will roll through. By Michael Halley will come out from behind. Only a few laps left to run. 6 laps left to run. It's Todd Doyle who takes the green. 4 miles straight to the outside. McDonnell not caught napping. McDonnell must have a problem. Yes, he does. The field streamed past. So the man who was sitting in second now has to find his way back through, whatever the problem was. He had bigger problems. Oh, Ferguson on the infield will come straight back out in front of the field. So Mark Ferguson, a wild ride into turn number 1. Oh, Downsy up on the boards. Todd Doyle. McDonnell's got a problem. He must have a tyre problem, that car. Lights come on again, both Downs and McDonnell up on the inside. And McDonnell, Shane McDonnell, who had it all to do, now finds himself up on the infield. On the left-hand rear. Mate, on in your first Queensland title. You started well. You're sitting in position number 2. This must be heart-wrenching, but knowing you'll come back next year.
Next year, bigger and better than ever. Just a bit disappointed that it broke an axle. I think there's only a couple laps to go, but that's just the way it is.
5 laps remaining, mate, all to do. 5 laps.
Yeah, that's disappointing, but anyway.
A very unhappy man, but he'll learn valuably from this experience. He'll be one guy to watch in the next Australian, Queensland, or whatever state title he wants to run in. But it is going to be Todd Doyle that leads away with a handful of laps. Doyle has got Milo behind him, and Wayne Miles is the man doing the chasing. Daryl Luther, brand new to the class, can he finish on the podium? Oh, Stevie Price down the inside, so's Bagel. Etherton's got a problem, he now pulls out. The Hopefuls has got a problem with his car. Doyle out front. Miles in second. Stevie Price in third. And it's Pagel and Swarbrick now doing the chasing. Doyle will come round with 1 lap left to travel. Todd Doyle has got 1 lap left to travel. Doyle, the man who was the former Australian number 2, now driving for Trackwell Engineering, will come past and take the Queensland title. Doyle takes the win, Miles in for second, Pricey in for third. Well, how good's that? Give him a big round of applause as he comes past the Trackwell Engineering car at Todd Doyle. Second place is Wayne Miles, who lined up behind him. And third place is Price. He's a happy man. We'll send him round. Fergie's happy. He's had a great run on the last. So we'll send them round as they come past. Doyle runs past the team. He gives them the big salute as he comes past. I think Pricey's a bit happy. Well, all we need now is our second place car right here if we can have him. Unbelievable. Fourth and fifth lane on the infield as well. We're just going to check a couple of things. We'll roll him over. But we will let this guy cool down this engine. We'll have a chat. But folks, we'll talk to him in very second. But give a big round of applause. Your new Queensland #1, Todd Doyle. Unbelievable. Well, unbelievable. Look at that. We're just waiting for the trophies to come down. They were really flying at the end. I've never seen Mark Ferguson laugh so much. He's having a great time. Really, the battle was on up front. It really was a hard-fought 40 laps. And Todd Doyle really did a great job out front. We're just waiting for the trophies to come through. And here they are. President of the QSCA with me now, Paul Gannon. And we're going to start with position number 3. Just to do that to you, Paul. Sorry, mate. I'm going to get him facing the camera so I can have a quick chat to him as well. Please make him welcome in third place here tonight, the Graphics AU Falcon, being driven by Steve Price. Give him a big round of applause. Mate, normally it's the winner who gets to do the donut on the front straight. You just had to upsell him, did you?
Well, mate, it was the quickest Super Street car home tonight, so it won.
Mate, great result. You really have been just up there at the pointy end all weekend. You really have just knuckled down and just let the luck come your way. I suppose it really has been a tough event.
Well, after the schmozzle last year in Cairns that I was involved with, I didn't want anything like that to happen this year. So I just sat back and waited for things to happen in front of me. Sure enough, it did.
Patience is a virtue, mate, and it's got you on the third place on the podium. Well done. Folks, a big round of applause. Third place here tonight. And he wants to thank a couple of people.
I'd really like to thank the whole Sunshine Coast Speedway Club. There's about 50 of them down there working on the car tonight. Rodney Mcdonnell, you're a champion, mate. You come to me a few weeks ago and offered me your car to drive this production title. And we took it to Kingaroy, we had a win there, and we come in and we got third. So, excellent. With no front shocks.
Well done. Give me a big round of applause. Stevie Price in third place. And now a man who really has got one of the nice looking race cars this weekend. He really has done a great job. Give him a big hand. We just call him Milo. Wayne Miles. Big round of applause. Mate, great result. You've got to be happy with that. We'll just face up this way because that's where we're pointing towards. Mate, fantastic result. That is really one of the hardest fought 40 laps I've seen.
Yeah, it is. It was probably tougher than the Australian title. The track down there was really easy to drive on. This track, I'll tell you, I'm really tired. I guess the other guys are. To Todd, great drive, well done. And to Pricey. I know you had a bad result last year in Cairns, but I think he'll probably make up for it tonight here. I'd like to thank Fuchs Oil, who's come back on again for next season when we run in Brisbane, which is great. The crew's done a great job. They put tyres on, they take them off, even if we change at the last minute. Darren Munro for setting up the car. My wife only got here at 8 o'clock tonight from Cairns, so it was great to have her here for the feature, and all the other guys that participated. The club itself, Bundy, I know it was a drama 2 weeks ago, but you've done a great job to get the track up to what I like to race on anyway. Nice and hooky and nice and ready, so thanks very much.
Folks, a big round of applause. Wayne Miles, your winner. In second place. Now, the man who was formerly Australian #2, who was threatened that if you didn't have a good result this week, he's going to have to drive the Morris Major for the next time we come out of race. Please make him welcome Todd Doyle, your new Queensland #1. I've never seen anybody more nervous about driving than Morris as we look up to the camera just behind us here, mate. That's the whole board of it. Mate, great result. Really, that is one lightning fast car, and you really did have the feature in hand from the moment the green flag dropped.
Yeah, I think I have got the best car in Australia, so it's only the driver that let it down, and I didn't, so that was good.
Mate, great result for the team. They really have tirelessly worked on that car. You, of course, managing the rest of the guys around, and I know your Optus bill, your Telstra bill is going to be that high from a few phone calls we made tonight.
Yeah, Lackey's giving me a hand, so yeah, he knows a fair bit, so it's really good.
Mate, it must be a great thing to walk up and be part of such a big team. Trevor Rakow, of course, looking after you and doing the great thing. It's the Trackwell car has really, I suppose, regenerated your career.
Yeah, that's right. I used to always struggle with no money, so it's excellent for the Racos to let me drive their car.
Folks, give a big round of applause, a worthy champion, your new Queensland #1, Todd Doyle. Well, folks, there they are, first, second and third. Steve Price, Wayne Miles and Todd Doyle, the top three in Queensland for 2006. Guys, I have absolutely no voice left. Thank you very much. Once again, it's been a delight to be here this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to moseying on to that.
Job a lot easier, Mick. It certainly does.
Certainly does. Don't forget, folks, too, we have got the we've got the improves coming out. They're just trying to come and remind us. We got the improves, so don't run away anywhere, folks. These guys are revved up before, and I think they're after watching that kind of event, they're revved up more now. So stick around. We'll just take a couple of pictures of these guys out here. We'll clean them off, and we'll bring out our boys out here to have a bit of a run around. Some good racing there tonight from these boys. Nice clean racing, not too many incidents in that one.
Oh yeah, the lights out, we're set, ready to go. Just go back to that other one, Neil. Off the front row, Dennis Booth, Dean Wilson. Away we go here for our first race on the track here tonight at Carina. Our long-time citizen campaigner Dennis Booth takes the lead into turn 2, heading down the back straight. Oh, Dean Wilson's given a big drill on the sign to Wayne Laverty. Well, it'll bring out the yellows. So Wayne Laverty got a little bit crossed up, and poor Dean Wilson had nowhere to go but drove him right in the side. Away we go once again. Oh, bits of fiberglass panel all up the main straight as they head around. But as they come round the turn, Dennis Booth, car 28 out in front. Straight behind him, Dean Wilson, then car 10. Car 5, it looks like he's been missing a couple bits of panels. But Dennis Booth, car 28, good lead out in the front. Must like the look of this track. Last meeting of the year. The points are crucial here tonight. Car 45 making a big dive up the infield. Rodney Schleusner in the little, I think it's a Sigma, I'd say. Yeah, an early Sigma. Looks like he's got himself into third spot. So a bit of Mitsubishi power coming into play here tonight, all the way from Biawa. Car 8 getting a caution there. That's Neil Kaduris. Hello. Oh, that does sound terminal for Dennis Booth. Oh, good race lead turns into absolutely nothing for Dennis Booth. Pulls it to the infield. So that gives our lead of the race to car 10, Dean Wilson. Challenging him up the inside. Here he comes, car 45 of Rodney Schlusner takes the lead. Car 42 says, I'll have some of that. Bevan Burton slips himself into second spot. Couple of out-of-town drivers coming into play here. Dean's going to try going back underneath him, but car 42, Bevan Burton, got second spot in hand. These couple little light cars are liking this track here tonight so far. No use having all that horsepower when it's too wet and slippery, you get no traction. Rodney getting a little bit crossed up out there at turn 4. Car 42, Bevan Burton chasing him down. Cover the out of town guys. Quite often we're not racing when there's daylight here at Carina, but such a big meeting tonight, we've got to get it underway. Rodney's still out there. Bevan in second spot. Dean Wilson in third. Chasing him down, Neil Kaduras, car 8. Car 15, Travis Hutchins' car looking a little bit second-hand as it came past here, the control tower. Well, we started with a few. We've already dropped 1, 2, 3, 4 out of this one already. It'll definitely keep the guys busy in the pits doing a few repairs. Here's car 42 under the inside. Car 45 drag it down the main straight. Looks like he's got him. Here we go, under and over. Tries it. Car 45, no, gets it sideways. So it looks like Bevan Burton, car 42, the little escort, might be taking his win in the first heat here at Carina. Rodney Schlusner trying to come back underneath him. No, car 42, Bevan Burton and Rodney Schlusner, 1 and 2. And our late move through the field, Neil Kaduras looks like he's got third spot off Dean Wilson, who comes in 4th. Well, if that's anything to go by for our first race here tonight, this is just the improve. Wait till we get the modified production out here. I can see Wes down there thinking, oh, this looks going to be exciting. Looks like we're set for start this time. Lights are out. Side by side, Bruce Thompson, Frank Packer. Looks like they're going to pull the yellow one for that one. I'm not quite sure what Bruce Thompson was doing. I think he might have had the CD playing in the car. Audio racked up, ready to go once again. Green at the ready, here we go. Second race for the improves here tonight. Frank Packer out in front, car 9, big drift high. Still a bit greasy out there. Heading down the back straight. Adrian Thompson, that looks like making the big move around the outside. As busy as the car park at Kmart. So still out in front, Frank Packer, car 9. Come from quite a good stable, that car 9. He backed it off a fair bit as he came into that turn. Looks like that's car 6 making his way through there. Not quite sure who's driving car 6, but we'll see if we can find that out. But Graham Humphreys in car 7 is in second spot, followed by Adrian Thompson. Alan Nash trying to go under Frank Packer, back in the pack. They're all nose to tail here. Through the slump. That's car 3, Scott Craig, giving his car a quick wash through the bath at the Tats Hotel turn. Splash a bit of water up on the track and make it a bit greasy. Car 6 goes through in first spot, followed by car 7. That's Graham Humphreys. Car 89, Adrian Thompson. Oh, bit of fisticuffs back there in the pack. Car 33, Daryl. I think it's like a Celica hatchback, I'm not sure. It's a Nissan, sorry. Bit of a guard flapping on the side of the red and black Nissan. Bit of change up the front. Graham Humphreys, car 7. Been coming to Carina for quite a while. Caution going to car 6. Not quite sure what that was for. Ten laps disappearing quite fast here this afternoon. Oh, they all go through the water. White flag out. That means it's the last lap. Alan Nash making up a couple of spots. Here's the checkered flag. Car number 7, Graham Humphreys. Car 6 through, and car 89, Adrian Thompson. Well, a good win there.
A lot of these guys think about their car first and their brain second, but
just having a quick word to Graham then. One of our helped us out big time on our last meeting, and we'd like to thank Handy Hire for helping us out. And a lot of our sponsors help us out in different sort of ways. So if you see our sponsors in the program, say you saw the ad out at Speedway or heard about it out at Speedway, and you come in and thought you'd throw a bit of patronage their way. There's a big word for the night, patronage.
Now see if you can spell it.
IT.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take cheat. And we're away. We're going 4 wide into turn 1. That's not a very good way to start at all, but we're going to get him off nice and neatly anyway. Nothing spectacular there, but we've got some good starts getting away. We're going to pull him up. We didn't like that one. That was just a little bit too messy from the word go. I think something's got to be up when you go into that first turn forward.
Right rear tyre.
At least that's repairable. He'll pop back out the back, rip a spare off the car.
So Simon Smith rolls up into his spot, car 66. Away we go once again. Simon Smith leads him into turn 1. Car 8, that looks like Neil Kaduris.
Again, they come up the back straight for a ride. Someone had to give, and they've had a bit of a bump into the wall.
But car 1, Simon Smith, holds the ball at bay. Neil Kaduris behind him. And Simon Smith's old sparring partner, car 10, Dean Wilson.
Dean Wilson trying everything there to get around into the lead.
Comes around underneath him.
Oh, missed a gear there or something, dropped back.
Totally missed something there.
Big drop back, lodged in our 4 positions there.
Neil Kaduris' car is just all over the shop. That puts Dean Wilson, car 10, the red and white Commodore, out in front. So Neil Kaduris has spun up the top there.
Had a bit of a spin there as they're approaching a couple of the back markers there, so as we bring them round, they're looking nice and neat this time. Looks like a good clean start there. No major dramas, no big bumps. A few nickies down the turn 2 there.
Car 42, Bevan Burton giving Dean Wilson a bit of a touch up in the corner there.
It looks rather bumpy turning into turn 2, so. Oh.
Car 29, 14 having to come together in a Tats Hotel.
The number 20, 29 car there and 14 car getting a bit front end lock there around turn 4.
So Dean Wilson, Bevan Burton, and car 21, Brad Peterson, as they file through here past the control tower.
Simon Smith in 66 there, of course, was right up and amongst it earlier. Must have missed a gear and dropped right back. He's been doing up and down all night, so can't help think he's got some problem with it.
Car 29 seems to be handing it out to everybody and everyone.
Oh, these guys are loving it. So Dean holding off a very good challenge there from Bevan.
Oh, big push.
The little car might push through. Bevan just a little bit sideways there, otherwise it would have been quite a drag race. Oh, up on the 3 wheels there from Dean. Pushing really hard, giving everything he's got. Now he's jumping out to quite a lead.
Car looks very light in the front end of it.
Up on 3 wheels again.
Oh, big smack in the side for you. That's car 21. Car 21 of Brad Peterson in second spot. Now car 42 has gone infield.
Last lap, all Dean's got to do is keep his head together. He's got quite a large lead. Take a major oopsie to stop that. We might have a bit of a race for a second place here, but they come around neck and neck, a little drag race.
So that'll give Dean Wilson the win in that one to car 29. Back to, I think that was...
As we're getting cracked, getting ready to rock. Just lining a few of these cars up. Bring them around, get them ready for a go. They come around, they're nice and neat, they're away. Looks like a good clean start there in the turn one, no major argy-bargies yet. Oh, very close to that back wall there, a few of the guys getting into the loose stuff. Yeah, Glenn there in the number 11 car holding on to the lead at the moment, holding off Scott Craig. Then you got Daryl and Nissan. Oh, we've had a spin there. Well, nearly a big spin. But Scott Craig there just losing it around turn 2. So come around, a lot of these guys have spread them out, themselves out quite nicely. Kane Henke there up in the 3rd place. Pushing up there to challenge Daryl in the 33 car. Oh, gives him a little bit of a love tap. Just lets him know he's there, gives him a bit of a hand by the looks of it.
Just make him go a bit faster.
Yeah, Daryl number 33 car went, oh, they're behind me, I better get going here. And hasn't he got going? He's picking up a bit of ground.
Glenn Richards leads him down the back straight. Nice and steady into turn 4.
So Jason getting a bit crossed up. Nissan's got a fair bit of punch down the back there, catches him but loses him around the corner again. Meanwhile, Kane there just hanging on to 3rd, just sneaking up.
Yeah, Alan Nash in car 2 in the 4th spot there, slowly just gaining on our leaders.
He's just creeping up, waiting for that mistake to be made.
Big wet spot in turn 4. Car number 4 did that. Anthony Buchanan in on the last lap. But still out in front, car 11, Glenn Richter's doing a sterling job out in front, hits that wet spot, drifts it high.
Kane got a really good exit there. I wouldn't be too surprised if he does it real car 33 and down the back straight. Oh, he sits right up the back. Oh, a bit of a touch on the wall there.
Scott Craig's car heading a little bit sick as it came past the control tower.
Very wide there from Glenn. As they head on the back straight, Kane there catching up on the 33 car.
Car 25 just nearly parking it in the fence.
Last lap. And it looks like they're coming into some slower cars on the last lap. This could be interesting. Looks like Glenn might be just holding back to avoid any trouble.
Jason Smith, new campaigner to Speedway, he's still finding his way around.
What a lovely, good, clean race there from the guys. And they still fight over those minor positions, which is good to see.
See our last two cross the
One
line.
or two unknowns in there too that could mix it up a little bit and throw it a bit of a surprise tonight. Got Dean Wilson out there again in the number 10 car. His starts have been really
awesome.
Awesome, so we say. Well, he's been at the front after them, so intervention from above, we believe. We bring it around.
Away we go. Looks like Kane's leading them into the first turn there, into turn 2.
A little bit argy-bargy at the back, but nothing really severe as they come flying through.
Brad Pearson, car 21, straight behind him.
As the field spreads out a little bit wider. Oh, a bit of a touch and they go infield.
Brad Pearson getting it all crossed up here. He's pulled it up in front of the tower.
Okay, the marshal's a bit of a scare on the inside.
This will bring on the yellows. He's parked it.
I don't think I've seen the boys in their move so quick. Lots of other guys out there thought that's a good excuse for me to get a set, but now you've just spoiled it.
Away we go once again. So Kane Hedke leads them into the first turn once again.
They spread out nicely going around turn 2. Well, very close up the back there. Squash him into the
Bruce
wall.
Thompson.
Big lose there.
Car 38 once again. Anthony Buchanan, car 4, having a big lose there in turn 4.
But he still managed to get it up and get back out there. He'll be a bit disgusted with himself. A little bit of a touch up the back there, too.
Car 45 and 7 coming together in the back straight there.
It's Graham Humphreys in the number 7 car.
Kane in the lead. Dean Wilson, car 10, pushes his way through into the front.
I don't think they're going to let him go that easy this time.
So Dean Wilson, Kane Hedke, and then in car 9, Frank Packer.
Back in the field a bit, the number 11 car, number 7 car having their own little war there. That's Glenn and Graham.
Graham Humphreys in that car 7, giving Glenn Richters the hurry up there on the back straight.
He's trying everything to get past him. Graham Humphreys just can't get past Glenn no matter what he tries.
Frank Packer going on the inside of car 82, bit of it coming together.
Bit of a drag race down to turn 1. Through the bumpy bits.
Kane still holds on to his second spot. Frank tries the outside line. Oh, here we go. He just pulled it up in time.
Oh, into the wall down the back.
Something went into a drift as he came around there.
A couple of panels. Maybe a little bit of welding, metal work as well.
Actually, I'd make a mistake. That was car 15. I think that's Travis Hutch. Bending, I'd say.
Seems like some serious frantic work happening.
Well, they've only got 2 races to get their stuff done between their next round. Away we go. Dean Wilson leads them off. Kane Hedke, Frank Packer, Glenn Richters. Nose to tail. Car 45 coming up the inside. Makes that stick on Glenn Richters. That's Rodney Sluzner, our winner of our first heat here tonight.
Yes, he's obviously borrowed a pinch of tyre from somewhere to get him up and going. Dean running very wide there into turn 2, allowing a big catch up. Kane Hickey taking every advantage of it. I do say that turn 4 looks like it's got a lot more grip in it than what it did earlier, but I wouldn't want to tempt my fate going too shallow into that.
Dean brings around once again. Kane straight behind him. And Rodney and car 45 behind them as well. Pretty much nose to tail, not much change throughout the field. Simon Smith having a big lose there as he come out of turn 4. Pulls it infield. Race is done.
The last lap, they come around and take the last lap. Oh, we've got a big touch up here.
Car 7 and car 9 got themselves all hooked up, and I mean hooked up. That was like slow motion.
They just couldn't untangle themselves. Oh! Well.
Car 45 just got himself in the second spot there.
That was quite a finish. That was shoulder to shoulder all the way into it. Oh, we got them lined up. We're looking like we're getting ready to rock and roll shortly. Got Imran and Jason there starting off the poles. Alan Nash in there behind them. Bevan in the number 42 car. That's the blue and white car with them.
And away, around the away.
Oh, a bit of touchy-turvy up around turn 2 there. 42 cars dropped back a few places because of it.
Alan Nash, the big winner in that one, getting himself right up to his third spot. Car 25, one of our newest competitors, Jason Smith, in the black car running in second spot. Oh, we've had a big shunt right into the wall up the top turn. That was a fairly big whack by the look of that, but I don't know.
It still goes.
It still goes.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Its aerodynamics might be a little bit out of whack, but the all four wheels still turn by the looks of it.
I think that's car 29, Wayne Laverty. His front end wasn't real good before he started. It hasn't improved any now.
Good excuse to do a bit of panel beat. Yeah, David, the number 17 car there, taking up the lead from Jason. Well, Jason gets very wide there. Loses quite a bit of ground.
So it's David Belfell's new car. He got it off someone, now he's racing it, so.
Oh, Alan Nash gets right up and close and personal there, trying to get his way through.
Oh, here we go. There's another one in the top. Jason Smith hit that pretty hard there.
He got all over the traps and left and right, then right, then left, and then oops, there's a wall there. Oh, I was waiting for you to say Sharon Sunny there or something. And they're away.
David Belfort leads him into the first turn in car 17. His new car seems to be handling that quite well. Bit more go in this one from his old car he used to have. Still got the old number of the 30 on the side, so this is his first meeting actually in this car, I believe. Car 89, Adrian Thompson, one of the out-of-town fellas. Having a little bit of a lose in turn 2 there. Now she's just catching him.
He's getting a bit upset around turn 2 there, but oh, Nash just comes out of nowhere. Bit of extra grip, bit of extra acceleration. Come along, David, there in the 17 car out in the front. on in quite a commanding lead, but if he's not careful, these two guys behind him may catch him.
Just rowing up runabout style competitors. Car 5, Melissa Buchanan. That car is actually for sale if you're looking for a car.
Yeah, she's just gingerly taking around. She doesn't want to get it damaged. We don't want to, no good selling something that gets in a prang, so gingerly goes around. It is a competitive car once you get in it and put the foot down.
That's right.
If you're interested in that car, come up and see us up here and we'll be able to direct you in the right way.
Actually, the rumours is that Melissa probably might actually have her own car for next season. I believe she's seen the light and might be driving a Commodore.
Yeah, she jumped to this and then now she loves it. She's addicted. Oh, around the inside. Seem to have caught David napping there a little bit. He comes back strong on the inside.
Gives him a little tag. Got to be careful of that sort of stuff. Here we go, over and under. He's got it wound up.
Over under and a figure 8 down the main straight.
Push him round.
Oh.
Melissa Buchanan getting 3 abreast.
Oh, look who comes out on top, just about.
Alan Nash trying the outside manoeuvre.
Weaved his way through everybody.
Whoa,
into the wet stuff.
Here we go.
Oh, a big lose here up the front.
See, that's what happens when you cut the corner and go through the water.
Well, that's that wet stuff for you. It and rubber and clay just don't mix. Looks like they're going to finish under a yellow.
I'll leave that up to the official counters. I think Alan Nash might have got the number 1 position by the signal I got then.
Not too sure. There's a bit of mayhem there around the straight. It all happened on the line.
I'll just talk to one of our stewards and see what I can find out.
Yeah, bit of investigative reporting and see what we can come up with. Some good racing from these guys. Good eventful start to it. A few of them going off. It's some good close racing down the end. As they're ready to make a start.
Richard and Scott off the front row.
Yeah, and the number 14 car there, not to be mistaken with the numbers on his door. As they come around, green flag at the ready. And they let them go. Very close, toe to toe. Oh, all sorts of trouble there. I think he sort of got up in that mess by himself.
I'd say that fire went out in it.
And they come down the straight and they're absolutely everywhere, all over the place as they straighten up around first corner 1. Straighten up a bit more around turn 2.
Not sounding good. Here comes the pack. You better move off the track.
Yeah, something not quite right there. You'll be disappointed with that.
So out in front, Adrian Thompson, car 89, followed up by car 42, Bevan Burton. Oh, bit of a close call on the fence.
42 hung it up. Oh, big touch there from the green machine. Number 42 car got very wide around that turn 1, lost a bit of track position.
That was Wayne Laverty giving the old fence a bit of a love tap.
Good close racing.
Alan Nash, car 2 out in front. That's where he likes to be. One of our front runners for the our season champion actually. There's about 3 or 4 guys in contention for it.
Very wide there from the 89 car. That would have cost him a bit of time. Oh, a bit of a touch there from the number 14 car there and the green car. I think it's 29. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a fight brewing over second place here.
David Balfour in his new car. Just suiting him quite nicely. She's definitely got some mumbo under the bonnet. She's a bit rough on the handling department, but definitely got some power there.
Took a very high road there and it paid off a little bit. He's holding his own. Alan Nash stretches his legs a little bit out in the front. Oh, nose to tail down the back.
Wayne looks like he's going to have it in go on the inside, but no, has to lose himself.
Oh, 69 nearly loses it around the turn 4, but pulls it out.
Paul Verneau.
Oh, look at the green, look at the sparks coming out of the front of that.
That was pretty spectacular up here in the control tower.
All started when he touched the wall after turn 2. The wheel just kept getting looser. Sparks were shooting off around 3 and 4. Something had to give.
He won't be going anywhere from there.
That front right wheel's just shattered.
So after all that, our winner was Alan Nash, car 2, followed by David Balfour in car 17, followed by 86, which is Adrian Thompson.
Oh, we get them all lined up, get them ready to go. The green flag's getting ready to drop. They come around, he steadies them up a little bit. It's Richard in the number 14 car out front. They're going to restart that one. Of course, when they started that time, they have to start in their positions when they cross the line, unfortunately.
So that's James Elliott beside him, the big silver Falcon.
A much cleaner breakout this time as they go around turn 1. Oh, a little bit of a touch. He goes wide.
Richard in car 11, just been taken on the inside by car 45 of Rodney Schlutner.
Rodney takes over the lead. The two Falcons have a bit of a run side by side. They all seem to be getting a little bit out of shape down the main straight here, but
you know, I'd have to say I don't think there's a sigma motor in that.
Oh, you never know. I think it's 89 going around the outside there to take up in the second place.
Adrian Thompson.
Oh, he come down the back straight there. Number 14 there. Richard gets a little bit sideways and loses the position.
The old Bonnet and car 6 is trying to part company with the rest of it.
Hopefully one interview with his vision too much.
Bev Burton in that little Escort trying to make a move up the inside. Does pretty good on car 33. But still out the front. Rodney in the Mitsubishi.
The number 42 car there makes a move on Richard. Oh, that takes it very wide.
Our pole setter's drifting right back through the pack now. He's nearly last. Oh!
Touch on the wall up the back. And something's broke.
Bar's gone out and
it sounds like he might have done a gearbox or a drive chain there because he had plenty of revs but just no go.
to car 45, Rodney Schleusner. Get it all crossed up as he came into the main straight there.
Now the rest of the bunch is packed up a bit closer together as they come around the two Falcons.
Got not feeling that that might not be Frank Packer in that car of car 9.
Never know, they like to switch things around on us. Side by side, the big cars play. Either that or he's got serious problems.
There's the checkered flag for Rodney. And that should be, I think it's James Elliott. Should have been 26 on the top of the car instead of just 6. Hopefully we've called that right.
I hope so. Some good racing all the same from the guys from out of town. It's good to see them come out and have a bit of a run. And of course we will mix these guys in again later on with our final feature. And the improves. We get them all lined up. They're nice and ready to roll. The track's well worn in for them, so we should see some good laps.
Feel like doing aerobics now.
Off you go, Terry. Oh, that's just not a pretty sight. As we bring them around, get them ready. And we're away. Oh, a few of them very sideways up the back there. Looks a bit greasy for him at the moment.
So out in front, Dean Wilson, car 10. Followed by car 89, Adrian Thompson.
All over the track at the moment. No one's really taking a high or a low line, but they come through. Dean Wilson, number 10, out in the front.
Alan Nash in third spot there. Kibney's title chase alive.
Oh, big spin up there.
Going infield there, he's out of harm's way. But still out front, Dean Wilson, car 10. Followed by car 89, Adrian Thompson.
But Kane Ritchie leading the second pack, and they're doing a bit of a catching up with the leaders at the moment. Bit of a battle back in the pack there.
Frank Packer and I think it's James Elliott there. This track quite a liking to Dean here tonight.
Once again, this is for the last points of the season, so
Car 42 pulling it infield. Bevan Burt calls it a night in the escort.
Bit of battle here. Alan Nash coming up the challenge for second place. He's got a nose in. Some good clean racing from these guys tonight.
Dean Wilson coming up and some slower competitors now, starting to thread the needle through the slow traffic. Goes around the outside of Anthony Buchanan. Nice and cleanly.
Yes, now they're starting to get middled in with some of the slower cars.
Right round the outside of Paul Verneau.
Oh, we got one into the wall.
Oh, how close was Simon?
Bit of a clout there.
Got hit Bruce Thompson.
He gave that a real good kiss. It doesn't turn anymore, unfortunately. Dean Wilson just overtakes Simon Smith there. Oh, fair bit of
Simon
smoke coming out of Rodney in the 45 car. Actually, a lot of smoke coming out of that car now.
Yeah, that tyre got a tag as it came through that first corner. Jesus, smoked it. Simon Smith just running around the top collecting points.
The 69 car there, Paul Verneau, just calls it a night too by the looks of it. That's getting hot. He's going to push that all the way.
Wonder how that rear tyre's going to last on 45. Bit of smoke coming off Dean Wilson's tyre as well as he came around that corner.
It's all that rubbing and he's still holding off.
As Dean loads that car up around the corner. Geez,
bit of body roll there. He must have given the wall a little bit of a jolt.
Oh, the smell of burning rubber in the afternoon.
It's funny, all that smoke, it looks nice and warm.
Must be only a few laps left in this one. There goes 45's tyre.
Yeah, he was pushing it. It had to go sooner or later.
So it looks like Simon and Rodney just going to roll around the top. They're catching Dean Wilson. They're catching him and
there's got a fair bit of smoke starting to come off the back there now as he comes around those corners. And they're catching him.
They can smell smoke.
Did I say a little bit of smoke?
Alan Nash trying to get that second spot.
And he's got it.
He's got it.
Now he's hunting down. Oh, hang on. He might not hold this.
This is the last one for the season.
Boot.
David Balfour with an extra aerofoil on the back of his car. Here comes Alan Nash.
Last lap flags out. This is the last lap.
He's got a lap to
If they've got to do anything, they've got to do it now.
Can Dean Wilson hold him out?
Oh, and he's put the nose up into the side. He's pushing hard.
All year racing comes down to one race.
Last half the lap. Oh, looks like he's going to ease off and just hold it for the points.
Mean Dean just gets it home.
What an awesome finish.
Well, what a race to finish off the season.
What a very good clean race there, Rod. I don't think there was any stoppages from way to go.
From way to go.
We did lose a couple, but they got out of the road, which kept the race going very quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Wilson comes to collect the checkered flag here.
Takes out the final one for the year, or for the season, should I say. Give a big round of applause, he comes around.
How your fortunes can change from one meeting to another.
Certainly. He was struggling the other week, and he's pulled something special out. That extra week or so, you see, he's just been able to work on it a bit harder, so... And no doubt he'll work on it some more on the off-season.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying around to this late hour. We have actually got the meeting finished before 12 o'clock, which is good.
Just.
Yeah,
you'll be home before curfew, Terry.
Failing that, folks, we'll see any of our race competitors probably next weekend at their annual presentation dinner. And
don't forget to keep your eyes out for next season's starter. I haven't got an exact date here at the moment.
Probably towards the end of September or the very start of October. So.
And of course, if you want to get into this